Greetings and welcome back to another episode of You Already Know What It Is, man. Comic Book Talk with Friends on your Monday evening. I'm your host, Leo Rockwell, for the One to Scale Man YouTube channel. Do me a solid. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification so you are always up to date as to what we got going on over here. Now, I know y'all missed us, man. We back. We back in full effect. My bad Monday. We got Paul's Wiz in the building in the back.
Yes,
We got
sir.
the Room King,
Yes, sir.
and we got Bloom Holland in the background as well with us, man. So you already know how it is, man. How y'all fellas doing, man? What's going on with y'all?
Chilling.
Here. Happy Monday.
Hell yeah, man. So good to have
Man.
y'all here, bro, with us, man. What's been going down? Vinny, how was the con, bro?
Bro, the con was everything, man. You remember how it was a couple years ago when y'all were there? That was kind of it was even better than that weekend, man. It was a good time. A lot of traffic. I was very blessed. It was a very busy weekend, and so a lot of originals. Did a lot of commissions. Made some great connections and contacts. Met some con buddies, other vendors I always see there. And just had a great time, man. It was fun. I have a new setup, so I've been working with some stuff on the setup to try to make it more aesthetically pleasing, and all that kind of stuff. So every show I'm learning, every show I'm trying to improve, and so I've just been having a lot of fun with it. I got the next show is going to be in Philly, so I'll at the end of May. So all eyes on that one. And so I'm working on a lot of new art for that one. But it was a fun show, man. It was a lot of fun, and um, I'm glad because last year was a little weird, but they made some changes, and things were much better this year. So had a lot of fun, man.
Word, bro.
Yeah,
Definitely, man. I'm glad you did.
yeah,
We've
man.
been,
All right. It
we,
was
we,
it was a rough week for both of us. Like
yeah, your
rest in
uncle,
peace to
man.
my uncle. He
All right,
was
word.
always a huge supporter of me. My uncle was the geek in my family, man. He had all the Fantastic Four comics when he was a kid. He kind of lost them over the years, but he started collecting again when I was like too young to even know about any of that. And when I started getting into it, he was like, "Oh," and then we would talk about comics. We would talk about Godzilla and horror movies, and he used to read X-Men and Fantastic Four. Those were his big two, and he used to have like way before I ever had my setups and new people with setups. He was the one that had like Godzilla figures on his entertainment stand with like
Mm,
plane and like Starship Enterprise hanging from the ceiling, going over like space posters and shit like that, all kinds of cool shit. So that part of me was a big part inspired by my uncle Willie, man. So I miss him dearly, and yeah, it's just one of those things where life just you never know, and time is undefeated, and just like we always say, just spread and as much love as possible, and try to always be good to one another because we never know. He had been going through some shit for a minute, and he's not in pain no more. So that's just the way life is, man. And probably
yeah.
I'm sure all of us here have gone through it either recently or in the past, and I'm very grateful for my friends and my family for
Yeah.
always being just
No
such a
doubt.
Yeah,
solid
bro.
circle
Yeah, bro.
because that's really important, and I think that the previous generation in my life has a smile on their face because they're up there partying, knowing that my family,
Hmm.
friends, we always try to do the best to you know do our best, even when we trip, we always fall, get back up, and try to
Right.
spread love and do the right thing as much as possible, and try to be positive influences for the next generation. So I hope they look as kindly upon you know this gen as we do them because we we're getting there where like the previous gen in my family is that's about it. You know what I mean? So now we the heads. It's a
Hmm.
very bizarre thing because man, part of loss is mortality. Man, looking at that mirror,
Yeah.
and wait,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you're gonna be here forever, huh?
We're that generation now, bro.
We the old heads now, man. It's fucking weird because we don't. You know what's so funny? I don't feel like no fucking old head sometimes, man. I feel like I'm still, a kid, learning shit and like, hold on, I need an adult. Oh shit, I'm the fucking adult.
You're the adult now. You're the adult now, bro.
But yeah, because if I'm Unc, I don't know what that makes y'all. I'm gonna just keep it respectful for I'm Unc.
Now, see these youngins, man, they're making Unks younger and younger. Unks didn't used to be 26-year-olds. Now it's like if you over 25, they calling you Unk.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, I think I'm still big bro. Like, give me some time.
I'm a pop.
You want to? I'm technically Unc because I am an uncle. So it's like, I'm already there. So it's like, fuck it, call me that.
Yeah, whatever. Be that.
Right, no, I'm a pop, so I'll take that.
Yeah. Time is relative, bro. When I was 18, I remember saying, I'm gonna stop rapping at 25. It's too old. 25 is too old to rap. I'm dropping an album next week, yo. Promo.
Right? Slide it in there. Promo.
Slide it in there, bro.
Our whole gen prop. It's like, I bet you it's the same for you, but I couldn't imagine, right? My parents going to concerts. I'm still going to concerts. I couldn't imagine my parents playing video games. I'm still playing like all the shit that I'm doing. I don't even think nothing of. I don't think it's weird for me to be doing the shit that I'm doing. I couldn't imagine.
Right.
Because by my time, my parents were my age. It was like they were the, they just get away from me, just home. And I like get home. There was no going like there was none of that.
But you know what? It's still all relative too because they didn't have. Their artists weren't touring. They were still performing, but they ain't touring like ours are. Like, you know what I mean? Like Wu-Tang is bigger now than they were in terms of that. You know what I mean?
I like being home, bro. I travel so much in the military and even in my private, private life.
I'm a homebody.
I like to take the family out for their experiences, but if I can stay home and do everything, I'll do it, bro.
But like you said, you could be at home playing video games. There's still stuff even at home that you're doing.
I don't mean just out. I mean even at home.
Right.
You like Jay. You imagine your pops at your age having Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles behind him? No,
not at all, bro. Not at all. It probably has Space Invaders behind them or something.
But that's the thing.
ColecoVision and all that.
ColecoVision, Atari, pinball machine or something.
See, like my dad, I'm very thankful for a lot of things. Like, obviously, you get a lot of stuff from being a young man and, being close to your father, having your father present. It's always a blessing.
Mm-hmm.
But for him, he showed us football, baseball, basketball, and then he got the Sega Genesis, and so he would be playing these games, and my brother would be playing along with him. My brother 4 years older than me, so he'd be able to play, and I'd just be sitting there watching. But I remember he had like this side scroller beat 'em up. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers game that was on the Genesis.
It was on Genesis, yeah.
And I watched him play that constantly till he beat the thing.
Mm-hmm.
And the Power Rangers was always something that my brother and I really loved because it was super fucking. It was on it was Pokemon and Power Rangers going on during those days, bro.
Yeah.
It's going crazy.
That Genesis, bro, he has Streets of Rage too, dog.
Streets of Rage, son.
But see,
those, you remember when Ninja Gaiden dropped, man? It was the first time they had the cinematic.
Yeah.
And it wasn't nothing but a cutout of the dude running, but it was the city's moving. Yeah. Oh my lord, bro.
Strider, Strider, all of them, man. And it was hard too. Yeah. There was no infinite continues.
You
had 3 chances.
You might not beat it.
6
You might not beat it. You'll play it forever, but you might not beat that joint.
So that's what I always, before my grandmother passed, I always told her, you may pass in the physical form, but look at all the seeds you planted. Everything is around you. There's it literally no shape or form of your existence dying. You can't do that if you try. You know what I mean?
You know what? And I wonder if we do that. It's funny you should say that. I'm watching Commando Cody right now, the Rocket Man. Series of movies. Just bought them a couple of weeks. So just got in, popped in the first one. My grandmother put me onto that. You know what I'm saying? Very similar to Rocketeer. So it was Serial. And my grandmother is still here. I got the action figure, a little 7-inch action figure. I'm gonna open it up. So I was like, let me watch the show. You know what I'm saying? More current. I seen it when I was young. But bro, I'm experiencing stuff that my grandmother told me about. So how important it is. Right. I'm sure we're getting it to the kids, but just how important. She told me how they would sneak into they would pay for the first, because it would be a series of these episodes. So they would pay for the first one and they would stay. You know, if all of them were out, they would sneak and stay in the movie theater to watch all of them. And her excitement came from Rocketeer. When I told her this before Rocketeer actually dropped, but just from the trailers, was like, yo, I was excited about the Rocketeer. And Granny was like, you know what? You know where they got that from? And explained it to me, right? Because remember, TV wasn't what it is now. You couldn't go on YouTube. So it wasn't Rocket Man wasn't on TV at that time. I think he came out later because of the Rocketeer. But she explained, there's a dial. She explained that character that when I finally saw it, I thought I had seen it. Like it was like details.
Oh, you saw it before.
He runs and jumps, tells me how he takes off.
Right.
Commando Code, because most of the movies only calls it Rocket Man, but I still call him Commando Cody because that's how my grandmother referred to him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But dog, just to live through that Speed Racer with my dad, you know what I'm saying? This is his time period. Classic. The Fantastic Four, Captain America animated, all that stuff was my dad's era. You know what I'm saying?
You'd be happy to know that Commando Cody, which again, your grandmother and George Lucas have similarities when it comes to content.
Right.
That's
right.
Because if you look at it, look at Commander Cody and look at the emblems, and then watch that serial. So you see similarities in that.
Because I knew Flash Gordon but it was during that same time period. You're absolutely right. Had to.
Yep. There's so many little things that he placed in there that you really got to either get it pointed out to you or you catch it yourself, you know.
Hey, so Bloomer.
Yeah.
I told you I've been working on some things, right? And I told you I was trying to work on X-23 as the X-Force X-23. Right?
In the black?
I'm on my way, bro. I'm on my way.
Did you put the
ass fire?
I'm on my way.
Can you please text me the body for that on Amazon so I can get it?
On my way, bro. I even got a new boots. I got a new boots and everything, bro.
That's from eBay.
My way.
Yeah.
On my way, bro.
Hey, Leo, do not text Jedi Kid anything, because I have this X-23 here in my trunk.
No. I know, but don't do that, bro. I need the body, dog.
That was cold-blooded. You're right. I got you. But I am gonna have to buy me another one though.
Body, bro. No. Because
I need them pants. Get an extra body.
Yeah, get an extra body, yo. That's what the extra body.
Nah, tell Jay to go to one of them that damn store that gave him a figure for like $75 or some shit.
They gave all the way in for
$23.
Yeah. All right. Can't do that every time.
Man. Dude, I went up there, man. That is so crazy, dog. They still got 3 of them joints. X-23.
Yeah.
She sold that online, right?
This was my third one. And because I wanted to have different ones with different styles.
Yeah.
This was the third one.
Did you buy the head sculpts on eBay?
And you did get the body. The body is new as well?
The body's brand new. So I got a totally different body.
Right.
And what I'm going to do, because I used the belt, of course, the belt that was from her pants already.
Where'd you get the uniform from? Off eBay?
No, off of
Amazon.
Amazon.
Bro, I gotta look on there. I
got it right off of Amazon. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint. So I ordered the X-Men emblem to put on the jacket. And my man, forget his name. I ordered the mask with the red eyes from him. Yeah. So once that's done, I cannot wait, bro.
You're gonna put that on her? You're gonna glue it to her face?
You don't have to. Yeah, it has a special way that you can actually put it on.
It'll sit on her face. Oh, dope.
Yeah.
So she gonna look like you talking about when she was with Warpath and
yeah, bro. Yeah,
and
but I wanted what I did was because I didn't want a direct interpretation.
Yeah.
So if we would have if you modernize it for like cinematic purposes, I wanted to do something like that.
All black, okay.
And make it look, but I just wanted her to all black, bro. Just all black, and I'm so happy, bro. I'm happy how it turned out.
Yeah,
it looks so good. But yeah, man, Bloomer, just like you with them lights, bro. I've been on this kit bashing. You know what I mean? Thing is kit bashing has been a thing, bro, for me right now.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I've done it a few times.
Fun.
I like
it's definitely fun. Shout out to Bob Dylan. Shout out to my man Andre. Everybody out there that's doing it. Yeah. Andre Pharrell or definitely
Pharrell.
You know what I mean? Shout out to him and everybody out there that's doing it and doing it up, bro. But yeah, it's so much fun. It actually takes your mind off of everything else that's going on around you, man.
Yeah.
It's definitely been it's been a journey, but it's been fun as shit doing it. But yeah, man, we got some things definitely to talk about tonight. For sure. So we're gonna definitely jump into it, man. Hey, fucking Wonder Man got season 2, bro. I'm happy about that,
man. They approved it.
They greenlit it season 2, brother. Yeah.
Oh, that's what's
like not a stunner because it was like like a middling show, but just a stunner in terms of like, okay, you guys, there's more content you feel.
Yeah.
You're letting the black character live. Finally,
I was about to say it was unique enough not to.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because again, they left it where we could just do movies of this character, just put him.
That's what I thought. That's what he was onto. But if you want to further contextualize the character, with this type of level, so here's where things could go awry though, because if this ain't to the quality that the last season was, then it's like, okay, what are we doing here, type of thing. So I hope they just keep the momentum. They keep that type of meta commentary about acting in Hollywood, along with but that's going to be interesting though, because I don't want to get too far into it, but I wonder how does he get back to being an actor on the scene like that. So
he's famous now. He could. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then we don't know, and we know Damage Control. We know they're going to be in Spider-Man. We know there's going to be other stuff going on. So maybe he won't have to answer to them joints by the time.
Yeah. There's going to be so much more to deal with within that space. With Damage Control. And them also, I got a feeling that they're going to be kind of outed. They're going to have their hands full in other places after Spider-Man and everything that's coming up. I think there's going to be a different story that we can get. And on top of that, I mean, if we're getting to season 2, I wonder how much it's going to blend into like
Miss Tessmacher died, bro.
Yeah. She passed away. Yeah, the actress who played. Yeah, bro. Yeah, that's the only one that is
She's
really
the last one alive, right?
No, Billy Olsen.
Jimmy.
Jimmy Olsen. He's the only one.
He's still alive.
He's still alive. Remember, he was in the Justice League.
Okay.
Remember? Oh yeah, he sure was. Yeah.
He was.
I lost, man.
Man.
Hey, I got
the Wonder Man thing is interesting because they're telling us that they're trying to ease up on people who have movies getting more Disney Plus shows.
Yes.
So in that case, it's obviously important that they keep quality Disney Plus shows that aren't people who already have films. So this is definitely one that is a solid. But it's also, like you said, it's a surprise because they did kind of wrap it up in a way that it would have been understandable if they just stopped there. But I'm glad that they didn't. I'm glad that they're taking the critical acclaim. I don't know what kind of numbers it does. Those are always hard to view for regular people.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that they are running with it because it was such a great show that I could see that there being a lot more to explore there. So it's a smart move.
And that showrunner is the Spider-Man director, right?
Dustin Daniel Craig, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know, but see, that's the thing is like I'm wondering if they're going to let him live and to continue to do. I'm hoping that that's what they'll do. I mean, because Dustin did he's a good storyteller. You know what I mean? That's just the main thing. He's an amazing storyteller, and I hope they basically continue.
I think they will. It sounded like he was because the way when they were questioning him, even about season 2, it seemed like it was part of it was dependent on whether he wanted to do it, if he had an idea. You know what I mean? At least they were asking him them questions. Well, I gotta assume,
Dustin?
Yeah. If he said yes this soon to season 2, I gotta assume that the idea came from the guy that was just working on it. You know what I mean? How far is his involvement? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Will be after that. But you know what? But you got to think, man. I was watching Ozark. Jason Bateman directed the first 2 episodes. A lot of shows. Tim Burton directed the first couple of episodes of Wednesday. You know, I think he ended up doing the whole first season. But there is something to be said where TV shows are a little bit different because you can really set that tone if done right, right? You can set the tone to this show. I can show run it, and now the team is in place to make it happen the way it's been happening. You know what I'm saying? And of course, there's examples of that falling off the track, but there's the real good. Ozark is the one that crossed my mind. Like Jason Bateman directed those first 2 episodes, and it never wavered from that initial style, look, pace, editing, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? So, I think it'll be good, man. Even if he, as long as he's in that atmosphere, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think it'll be all right. Yo, let's say there's one more thing too, dude. I was at a daughter had volleyball games this weekend. I talked to 2 people who were completely disenchanted by Marvel. They don't like the Marvel movie, and I didn't dig because one of them I knew if I asked that they was going to use I hate the word woke. I hate telling the audience and telling all of y'all. I hate it. I just hate it. You know what I'm saying? Even when I understand it, I understand sometimes. I get it, but I just hate that term. It just feels lazy. But so one of them might have been that.
It's a cop-out phrase, bro.
It's a cop-out phrase. One of them might have been that. One of these dudes is a hardcore comic book fan. Like all he talks is comic books. Older cat, a little bit older than me. And Wonder Man came up, and I remember they were so negative. It's like, okay, oh my God, here we go. Both of them jokers loved Wonder Man.
Oh, they did.
Love what was one female white lady and this white dude. Loved it, yo. It was breaking down. Only thing is one of them didn't like the episode, the black and white episode, which I thought was one of the stronger episodes.
Yeah, that was good, but it lost me like midway. I thought it was good.
I remember, but you when you saw the ending, because have you gone back and looked at it, I felt like you liked it after you saw where it went. Yeah. You know what? It's one of those things, man. I get it. When things are so goofy, you're going to be looking at these movies differently. You know what I'm saying? Like I get I'm not going to use that W word again, but I get that when you feel like the company is making decisions based off.
It's an easy word for, it's like if you come from a certain from a certain bubble, that it's easy to say, to encapsulate all the different things that make up what it means to people who say that, with the progressiveness and agendas and all that, all those things that are in some instances true, in some instances not. It's just an easy way to just put that pin on it, because there are some, if you add up all the things that movie studios do to define that, there are some movies that could fall under that umbrella. But it's just like, why you have to use that word, because it's not even what the fuck it means.
It's not what it means.
I thought it meant the opposite of sleep. I mean, I don't know.
It's the opposite of sleep.
That's all it
is. It's the interpretation, and that's the thing. It's to be quite honest, bro. It's crazy because the word is starting to somewhat die down. I'm not hearing it as much, but when people can't come up with any other type of synopsis, or if they can't come up with a certain reasoning why they dislike something, then it's woke. You know what I mean? Like, if you can't give me a definitive reason as to why it's something that you don't like, then automatically you'll attach it because it's the escape. It's woke. That's why I don't like it. It's woke.
It's woke.
This nigga's woke. You know what I mean? So
because they want to avoid a fight if they pinpoint the exact thing that they don't like about it, because that just puts it on Front Street that their opinions might have a little bit more, specific issues to them that are not politically correct to be upset about.
Right. And to be honest with you,
and there's some instances where they got a point.
But no. What I was about to say, the problem is 9 times out of 10 you hear that word before the show drops.
Yes.
Yep.
So we already know what the BS is, because they can be valid or hate when it's like, yeah, they probably. But at the same time,
though, the promotion usually is to target the people that are on the other side of that coin,
right.
That they are trying to get the dollars of those woke viewers, if you will. So sometimes it's easy to tell a project's mission statement is to get those diversified
right.
That diversified papers though is obviously easy to point a finger, and it might not wind up being like that, but it just gives them an easy cop out, easy word to say to just whitewash it.
And they still showing their racism or bigotry, because when has these movies not been about that? You know what I'm saying? Joe Schumacher had to change the Batmobile because we selling toys, bro. In fact, if you could put a different costume on Batman, that'd be nice. So we can make an action figure of that, yo. So, and we grew up in this isn't new. This is 1984, 82, 84. He-Man completely to sell toys. G.I. Joe was completely to sell toys, and I ain't mad at him. I loved it. You know what I'm saying? It was part of the game.
Don't you dare talk bad about G.I. Joe. Don't you dare.
That's why I threw that I love it in there. I was like, oh my God.
Have an argument.
As much as I do agree that shit is sometimes problematic, I will also be the first to say that the whole, why don't they just make a new whichever. Well, we don't all buy it when it comes out. They could come out with a new black, gay, Indian, kid in a wheelchair who fights crime, and we ain't gonna buy those comics. But if you put all those things on a Bat family character, now we buying that comic.
They're gonna buy it.
Surprise! Yeah. That's what they just swapping a character that you're gonna buy the comic anyway because it's already an installed IP.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And here's the thing, bro. Like, it was a smart move for them to do it with this particular character because he's a lesser known IP.
Yeah.
So not too many people are basically reading Wonder Man. Hell, like, I only know Wonder Man through West Coast Avengers and actually going backtracking, his relationship. And this was basically back in the day. But I wasn't reading Wonder Man.
Maybe have 4 Wonder Man solo titles.
Mm-hmm. No, never.
You know what I mean? So yeah, you can't really sit there and say, "Oh, Wonder Man has like the sacred history."
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Really like is super married to. I love his power set. You know what I mean? As long as they kept that, I was happy.
Well, he didn't blow up in the comics until after the whole shit that went down between him and Iron Man.
Plus, he was in the West Coast. When we talked about the show,
blow up is the right word.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Doesn't work anymore anyway because all
they become relevant.
Original ain't around anymore.
Yeah.
So I mean,
and those 2 people I talked to, not to bring it back to them. Well, to bring it back to them, dude, they commented on how it looked, the story. Like, I was impressed with their conversation because one of them was real casual. They was just like, I watch all Marvel. They were Disney head, period. They watch all stuff Disney.
Oh, okay.
And so they like this show for all the right reasons too. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Which is like, yo, Marvel. And I didn't ask them which properties they didn't like. You know what I'm saying? Well, Captain America came up. They didn't like Captain America, but
of course.
Yeah. But I don't know. That to me, that was a positive. Like, that was fun to hear. You know what I'm saying?
People ride waves too. It's cool to shit on Marvel now.
That's true.
When Marvel's cool again, they'll be back.
That's true.
Yeah.
And Spider-Man is. We talking about Spider-Man tonight, man. That
Spider-Man right around the corner.
Dude,
we about to have Daredevil, Spider-Man cartoons.
Oh, Daredevil tomorrow, right? Somebody said Daredevil starts tomorrow.
Quest. We about to have
tomorrow.
Like, watch come 2027. There's a lot. There might be a lot of tunes changed.
Yeah, true.
I think those tunes are changing now. They just bro, like I said, the tunes are changing, and like I said, the people are there. It's just a simple fact that if it's it's only if it's a relevant discussion and if it's part of a status quo if they want to fit in it. You know what I mean? Like the negative is negative. You get the negative conversations because again, and those things rotate because people want to be a part of something. They don't feel that way. For real. They're the motherfuckers, the main ones watching it. But again, we already know it as from a content creating standpoint. The algorithm says a lot. You know what I mean?
First of all, Renz, leave me alone before I come to this computer.
What did he say?
He said he was just kidding, man. He said it twice. I'm kidding.
Yeah, I know. But you know what? I think that the tunes are changing also because those suits and Marvel saw what was failing. You know what I'm saying? They saw what was.
Jay, look at the slate this year, bro.
Sort of.
The slate this year is like is put
play the hits.
Yo, there's Wonder Man was the only risk in pretty much 13-14 month period.
Only no fucking B-sides this year.
And that was already in the can too. So they had probably already started working on that.
And they did. Exactly, Wonder Man was the only one they had so far with low risk.
Wonder Man was the only kind of like, I don't know. Everything else was just like, nah, we ain't playing this fucking year. We got.
But I think that these guys
we need to fucking justify RDJ's salary. We got to be
right.
Right.
There was
I didn't even think about that because they had to drop some money for him to come back.
Right. But these guys have where they've missed. They swung and missed. They swung and missed. And they're like, we got to go back to the basics and give them what they really
Well, it ain't the suits, it's the creators, right?
The creators.
Because I don't think the suits would be like going back even to the wolves.
Well,
like,
yeah,
the suits would be like, we've been doing too much. The creators would be able to, maybe. But if we do this story, we do this. You know what I mean?
That's the problem when you have a cinematic universe and you don't have you don't have the people who are on the other project, the lesser known projects. Really up to snuff in terms of their knowledge of what they're riffing off of. Just having connective tissue from Avengers movies. And I think that's what's led to the disjarring approach is that you have different artist styles. Yes, we grant that. But it's also like different styles of approach to the same like IP and material. And it's like, is this the same world? You know, like it's supposed to be consistent. You have all of that going on, and then on top of that, Vinny, you have like corporate like mismanagement and restructuring happening on top of all of that.
Well, you got two schools of thought because you have people like us who've been saying it's not quality over quantity. It's
not working.
You don't have to choose one or the other. So their mission statement was like, "Oh, it's just too much shit." And then look at this year. We got 4 TV projects and 2 movies, and all of it looks like it could be stellar. That's 6 fucking projects in 1 year. And when all of it, which is very likely to succeeds, then that kind of throws out it's just too much shit that we're doing. Because if it was a bunch of bullshit that they were mixed in, it's real easy to be like, oh, we're just doing too much. That's the only problem. No, people will watch a new fucking Marvel movie every fucking month if it's fire, but you weren't putting out fire shit.
Yeah.
People just watch the trailer 2 billion times. There is no such thing as fatigue. We just have fatigue of bad shit, bro.
We see it all the time.
Yeah.
We see it all the time. We see with every IP that they think is dead, as soon as something's fire. For years, people thought Star Wars was dead.
Well, you know what?
Mando, and now everybody's a Star Wars fan again. It's not. It's not dead. They just don't want the bullshit. It's like put out quality. Winning solves everything. Put out good shit.
And look at He-Man. He-Man's been in the closet for what, years now, waiting for another cartoon or movie to come out. This movie dropped, man.
Well, they've had cartoons come out.
All the fans came out the woodwork for this He-Man trailer, including myself, bro. So
you know what? Because they gave us exactly that formula thing we're talking about.
The studio execs got to get off the internet and reading the trolls and the hate comments on Twitter.
Right.
Taking that into heart and forgetting how much people actually like. The people who love the shit don't run to the internet as fast as people who want to shit on it. So you gotta take that shit aside and look at the fan outpouring the love.
Not hearing from everybody,
and all that shit.
Bro, I think it's the realization that the writer of your favorite IP show or movie or whatever is internalizing internet troll hatred, and that's just fucking bothers me.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, we need to get back to. It's funny, even just talking about Marvel, man. Y'all familiar with is it Imagineers? Or with Disney? So Disney roller coasters, all their rides were built by the artists. They weren't engineers.
Oh yeah.
They were artists first, and these artists had to figure out how do we get this roller coaster. They were just assigned because you're artists. We know your imagination is going to be here. So they would imagine. So almost like they would design the roller coaster and then figure out how to make it work. You know what I'm saying? You had that artist thing that was almost free. The suit only sent them on a mission to create. You know what I'm saying? But the creators. So and I feel like Kevin Feige. I mean, we've proven that that's there with Marvel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we know it kind of lost its step. It feel like it's getting back with that kind of thing. Because if you make money for the suits shut the hell up.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They'll let you do what you're doing if they feel like the product is good. Because I got to imagine that's what happened with Wonder Man. Because Wonder Man had some things in it that could have been easily. Nah, who's the main character? Nah, you know what I'm saying?
The problem is like, yeah, you can hit a certain stride, but when a company, and not saying like Marvel in this case, but other companies we've seen where they go, but we want more money. And now next year we want you to hit blah blah blah, and then what happens? They say, oh, if you don't hit blah, 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 we're going to fire everybody. And then that puts all the pressure on the talent, or the glue, the person that everybody looks up to, that are literally probably working there for that person. Like, we're motivated to work there because of that person.
Gotcha,
and then that person walks out, and then everybody else just loses morale, and then the fucking project is dog shit. That there's human cost. And I know a lot of you guys out there can probably relate because you probably work in corporate settings like that, or backgrounds when you go to work daily or weekly or whatever have you. So you guys probably see it every day. It's just that business type of mindset as well. When the business gets in front of the art never wins. And you also see it's funny. It's funny is like art is always like it is inherently progressive. It inherently has something to say. When art is made by people who are trying to tell others to do something, it's propaganda. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I'm really interested to see how Marvel continues to grow their projects.
Which ironically, they haven't been saying. If you look at it, movies over time have always said like these messages, these things that these movies are saying aren't different. That's the reason why you'll have someone like De Niro be able to look at the top man in charge and recognize, like, because he's played the villain. Like this is what the script is, and if you're playing this character, that's what it looks like. You know what I'm saying? Nazism is compared a lot in politics, but we saw that in literally. They're stormtroopers. They're called stormtroopers in Star Wars. You know what I'm saying? And you know, Andor highlights it more in detail, but Andor didn't do anything that Star Wars hadn't already done. We recognize fascism, the rebels, all this stuff resembled the real world. So these were all messages that were being spoken even as far back as that, and I'm sure even before that. You know what I'm saying? So none of this is new, having these messages in the thing. It's just that now the divide is so deep that the messages might be like people
some of their biggest fans now side
Invincible, right?
Some people like
exactly.
Some people like in your face messages. Some people like the subtlety.
Yeah,
I mean, and then there's
always
they want to
be able to deny it is what you mean, right? Like, because you can Star Wars, you can kind of deny.
Yeah,
if you really want, if you want to, because we didn't grow up. Oh, that's fascism. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you can actually deny it completely.
Yeah, is that
now it's getting? But the thing
that's
is,
a whole other question. Is that complicit or is that add to the fantasy?
The mirror
that's a whole
is
other thing.
The mirror is cleaner.
But you know what? It's crazy because it's reflecting the same thing it's always reflected. So it's really just the audience. I'm thinking the boys. Whatever happened to the boys to get them jokers stirred up is like, whoa, oh, that guy is dressed like me. But it's the mirror though. You know what I'm saying? It's the mirror, bro. So
people don't like to see themselves through certain characters because it tells the truth about who they are.
Exactly.
And they don't like to be exposed.
Right.
That is the fucking problem. People don't like to be exposed. So when they see themselves, then automatically the show is wrong. Is because you are admittedly showing me who I am. And I don't want to see that right now. I don't want you to show me who I am. I'm trying to live outside. I know who I am. I don't need you to tell me that.
Something I can. And there's a bit of validity to that. I know, there is a sense of like that person has some issues that they need to fix, but there's a validity in the sense of like I did come here for this experience to be devoid of this type of stuff, but yet here's the problem with society overall, not with the individual. But the thing is that most people won't go and search and learn this stuff on their own.
Right.
And so when are you going to make the time?
Yeah,
right?
Well, and that's the beauty of art too, right? It don't necessarily, the goal isn't agenda only. I think people mistake that. There can be an agenda in something, or this is I'm every creator's goal is probably to entertain first. You know what I'm saying? So if all you take out of this is entertaining, like not everybody's gonna watch the movie and then go study. But I feel like at the very least, and I always had an idea of doing a book about pop culture, how we learn lessons from pop culture, because again, we know we've seen the bad guy. We've seen I think the first little thing in my notes is supposed to have been a book I was supposed to write, but I got notes jotted down. Like I had jotted down the notes about like a lot of our the cops that we fell in love with were not good cops, right? Like Dirty Harry is breaking all the rules.
TJ
John
Hooker.
McClane, TJ Hooker. TJ Hooker, bro. You know what I'm saying? He had a uniform on, breaking rules.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the or even outside of cops, Harrison Ford as Han Solo. There's a part. This is not the greatest. It was designed that way. Not the greatest person end up being people's favorite characters. So we connect to some of these, but that's a guy that's bad, and then you got the evil, the Palpatines and the characters that are Jabba the Hutt is not good. Any way you flip it, you know what I'm saying? You got this gangster crime boss, man. So it's so much in pop culture that I think even if you're not getting the lesson as big as detailed, where I got to research, it ain't got to be based. Dude, all I see is the word spawn. I'm about to read your message in a minute, but
that's messed up. I didn't even say it tonight. That's crazy.
I can see it in the corner of my eye.
I was trying to chill. I didn't say nothing about it.
But bro, it's always eludes me. It escapes me how people can watch a movie. I had a guy that watched that his favorite movie was Schindler's List.
What?
And he did not like black people, but he was able to differentiate because Schindler's List is about the Jewish community, what they had to go through, and he was able to accept. Whereas I'm watching this movie and all I see is racism, general. Like there's a bigger lesson that's not specific to these people,
right?
You know what I mean? That's a pop culture lesson, that comes from going to so you know that I'm a lover of G.I. Joe. We got lessons at the end of our cartoons, bro.
All the time.
You know what I'm saying? We were preached to in a very simple way, and it was like, that just makes sense. And when you go back and listen to them, some of those things are still relevant because they were so
no one's half the battle,
and no one's half the battle.
No one's half the battle. Don't lie. Hey, get some rest. Make sure you eat some fruit every now and then. You know what I mean?
Don't talk to strangers.
Don't talk this. All these lessons, bro. Anyway, let me read this message. I'll go ahead.
I mean, those things are reinforced into media. But you made a good point, Pop. It's like those things are enforced into media, and like, I think people on the general tip, the the typical moviegoer is not gonna go and like research that stuff, not like that.
Right.
They're of curiosity. Maybe one out of like 5 movies they might actually go home and look up on their computer. But not everybody's gonna do that.
Right.
And so it is like incumbent upon like artists to like, you know what, I have a platform here. Take an opportunity to stab at something while I'm making an awesome piece of art. And I think that's kind of where I hope that we continue to see the MCU shine.
Yeah,
is
bro.
that you will see love letters to characters. These will be more instead of. I think there's some people that have kind of wanted this, but I'm not sure they won't ever go out of that realm of being summer blockbusters. Let's stop it, okay? But there's something that they can do to, I guess, get closer to that ceiling, which is love letters to these characters, good execution on writing, and just overall stories that honor the universe or the character overall. I think that's just the formula that they stick with that, they'll land, regardless of what money will happen and what. I think we'll all look at those, line of movies and say, like, regardless of whatever the metrics, even though I'm pretty sure the metrics will align with how good the films are, we'll look at that stuff and say, you know what, yeah, they did a great job.
Hey, did y'all see Sisu 2? Before we move on?
Yeah, it was outrageous. Yeah.
Yo, hey, but that was a beautiful ending though, where they all came together. I'm like thinking, even a movie as ridiculous and over the top as that, had an ending that was like, you know what?
That kind of worked
help
out.
somebody, help a hero. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway,
I've seen the first one, but I didn't see the second one.
The second one is more, it's more grotesque, bro, than the first
all the way up, bro.
It's all the way, bro.
But they fun though.
Yo, it's more grotesque than the first one, dog. Like, it's like John Wick on like speed and steroids at the same time.
My lord, bro.
It's off the chain, dog. Like, it's
my boy.
The fight scene on the train, so I'm gonna tell you, is off the chain. Horrible, bro.
I gotta check it out. But yeah, man, we're getting season 2. We're definitely getting season 2 of this, and it's going to tell a story. Like I said, I hope they continue on with it. I hope we get a chance to see Simon Williams in Secret Wars, to be quite honest, bro. Like, I'm hoping that we can get more from the character, because it definitely would make sense.
I agree.
Depending on what they do with it. But I'm glad. I mean, because the reason why I say I'm glad, bro, because I think back to the conversations that we had before the season dropped.
I was mad.
Benny, don't lie, bro. You made fun of this shit, bro. It was funny that you were doing it.
So did I.
Funny.
All day.
It was so fucking funny that you were making fun of it.
Yeah.
But Bloomer used to always say something. Bloomer used to always say, yo, and watch. It's going to be a surprise. It's something about this show is going to catch people off guard.
Yeah, it was stinking the right way. It was stinking good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Dude, man, I remember the second trailer. I was on this show when the second trailer dropped.
I was mad as hell.
Yeah, dude, the second trailer dropped. I told y'all it was good. No, that was in our the Instagram group. I wrote, was like, yo, the second trailer. I said, this second trailer looked dope. Yeah. Yo, Jay, I don't know if you were in that group. Man, them jokers didn't say nothing. Nobody said nothing. Like, all right.
I remember seeing the message. I was like, okay, cool. I'm glad he likes it.
You know what Boomer said? Hey, Boomer comment. You actually said something.
I think I said something to that effect, maybe. But I do remember looking at that message, though. And that gave me gave me a little bit more hope that, okay, maybe this isn't.
Yo, every chance I got, I said this is trash.
But you was probably out after that first trailer, though.
The first episode, it took me.
Oh yeah,
I was kind of mad. Then the second episode started. I was like, oh okay, I'm gonna stick around. You know, it was a pleasant surprise for me, because I wasn't giving it a chance at all.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
But you know
that
what?
they,
Some of it is they're promoting too, though. I mean, we've said it before when they
Yeah,
promote
they didn't promote
Ironheart.
it.
There's certain shows they
Right.
promote. It doesn't feel
right.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I mean? Because even I say the second trailer was dope, but it wasn't a lot of trailers. You didn't see a lot of it. It didn't feel like
that's
they
something
were
I wish they'd
promoting it.
pump a little bit more money into. Obviously, I know that even fucking having Times Square ads and YouTube ads fucking cost millions.
Right.
I understand that.
It probably was a hard trailer to make. It's not like there was a lot of action to pull from.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah,
so
yeah.
I would feel like
and it would have ruined it if they had shown, because it was some of the enjoyment of the show was not seeing the powers until a certain point. You know what I'm saying? And when they showed it, they didn't. You know, it was so specific. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't have been able to even put that. It would have been cheating to put that in the trailer. So,
bro, I'm looking at these miniatures. I'm sorry, off topic, and all of them are white.
Man, paint them things black, y'all.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm looking at this shit like, wait a minute. Let the DEI gods return. I'm about to change this shit.
If you want a woke bag of miniature figures,
word,
you gonna have to do it yourself, bro.
Yeah, I gotta fix this.
Might be onto something though.
I got a woke bag. Yeah, I got a woke bag. I got
woke minis.
Yeah,
mini
bro. I'm looking at. I gotta spread out like, wait a minute. You're white. You're white. You're white. You're white.
Ooh.
And you're white,
bro. That's a whole. That's a skit, yo.
Gotta fix that, bro. I'm sorry.
We gotta write that down. That's a skit.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all.
Make some green motherfuckers.
He was counting them joints out loud. He was like, "You're white. You're white."
Yeah, I'm sorry.
How you know that
some
figure
green,
Asian?
some orange motherfuckers? Damn.
Nah, they all white though.
Couple blacks.
White people ain't the only white people, bro.
I gotta add some color, bro. I gotta add some color.
They not the black.
Anyway,
yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. My bad.
Don't paint all of them because somebody's got to fly the plane. That's a that's a right. If you know where that came from, that didn't come from me.
Yo, did you get possessed by Charlie Kirk, bro? What's going on with you? Oh my god!
Make sure the doctors are the right,
bro.
Yeah, I can't say. I'm gonna get in trouble for that. Somebody gonna just take that clip and be like, "Look what your photographer is saying."
Yo,
that's
be on here. Yo, you gotta watch the whole thing in context.
Yo, that's crazy work.
Right, you about to get context.
Oh man, that's so funny.
All right, before we
God,
get sidetracked, gotta say what's up, of course, to the places where we get these pieces from. We didn't do that at the top, man.
So we mad late on that.
Yeah, we mad late on that, but I'm gonna go back around and just catch it real quick while we can, man. Gotta give a shout out
y'all.
To my man Vincent Dunn Art, man, always coming through with the goodness. I see you got some brand new pieces in here as well. That are definitely incredible, man. This is dope, super dope, bro. I love that that you did this, man. This piece looks incredible.
Oh, that looks amazing, bro.
That looks absolutely. Did you sell that at the con?
Yeah, that debuted that last weekend at the con. That was that one and the Yoda joint are the two new ones from the show. But that was all pastel on black paper, man. I'm having fun with it.
That's wrong,
man. Definitely incredible.
I actually did that one live at the con before it. That one and Yoda, I did that one live in between. Yes, that one and this one.
Bro, were you at the con when I called you?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry, bro.
That's all good.
Oh my god, yo, I was at. So we were at my cousin's roommates from college at his house. And at his house, he had a big ass print of the Sugar Shack.
Yes, sir.
And I was like, yo, my boy printed the Marvel black Marvel version of that. Let me call him real quick. He's like, nah. I was like, yeah, I've got to show you the picture. Let me call him real quick. Bro, I did not know you were at the con when you sent me that.
No, it's all good. Yeah, those are some of my favorite conversations at the shows are people stopping and be like, good times or Marvin Gaye or and then just watching them like find the different characters in there is always fun. It's always
why you apologizing, man? All he was doing was sitting there drawing and talking to people and selling stuff, setting up stuff. You apologizing? They weren't doing nothing.
Yo, my bad, dog. What a dick! I did not mean to call
in the chair, bro. I'm sure.
Let me tell him about your shop, bro. Tell him about your shop.
Yeah, man. Hit up
Don't get distracted
at
no more.
Vincent Dunbar. My ID has a link to the store of each site, and then on here, all prints are buy two get one free for the regular 11x14s, and then there's Star Wars, Marvel, Lord of the Rings, all kinds of different stuff. Feel free to check out the different links, and then I have some of them separated by genre too, and then there's different stuff on there like original art and sketch cards and glass and mini canvases, all types of different stuff. So if you see something you like, cool, feel free to pick it up. And if you don't, commission's open if you need me to do something specific for you. So I appreciate the love as always, man. And it's stuff for stuff for your walls, not your balls, friends. Just I always got
yeah.
So okay, you got the hashtag right. All right, cool. Same page, yeah.
This dude,
new lot of new stuff coming for the store too, because I got at least 2 or 3 in the pocket, so I'll be dropping those over the next few weeks. So I have a lot of fun stuff coming. So stay tuned. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Nice.
Make sure you memorize his name, man, because I almost got scammed by a dude named Ben. What was it? Benson did art, something like that.
What?
No.
It was. Yeah, dog.
Bruh.
Stay off the internet, bruh. For a little bit.
Yeah, because you be buying stuff.
Just for a little bit, bro. Stay off the internet for a little bit.
We gonna survive, baby.
Somebody tries to sell you a print of Spoon. Don't buy it.
They done art.
It was AI. It was AI art.
It was telling you an AI picture of Spoon.
AI art.
It's not Spoon.
Oh, Spoon.
Oh God.
It's not a spoon.
We got high. We got high.
Digital target.
Oh my!
They be trying, son.
Bro,
we are so off.
Be trying.
Anyway, gotta give a shout out to my man Ray over there at Underground Figures. It's Underground. Ray always coming through with the goodness. No NRD. Should be gambling is definitely reasonable. Sign up for that newsletter so you are always up to date as to what's going on or new options going to be arriving. Create yourself an account because you never know when it might be free shipping or discount code on the figure of choice. Hit him up. He got you. Also want to give a shout out to my man Ray over there at Hawk Wars Toys. This Hawk Wars Ray, proud sponsor of everything that we got going on over there at the Figure Flex Friday Facebook group. On top of that, your one-stop shop for all in-art collectible figures as well. Nice little care package, comic book stickers, figures to work. Hit him up. He'll definitely hit you up, man, and make sure that you got everything that you need. Also, we got to give a shout out to my man Jacob over there at Comic Relief Comic Collectibles. Again, if you are looking for an incredible array of not just figures but also comics, especially New Comic Book Wednesday, hit him up and he'll definitely take care of you as he always does forever. Also, we want to give a shout out to my man Brian Wong over there at Module Case.
Sorry.
An incredible display option. I have the mono, but you can get a display option of your choice. Hit him up. He'll definitely take care of you as always. And last but not least, my sister Elder Luvia Tina Cruz over there on Instagram and Facebook. If you're looking at things, basically take your experience from here to there, hit her up. She'll definitely take care of you as always. Now, let me ask y'all a question. Did anybody read any books this week or last week? Now, Vinny, I know you were busy over the weekend, right?
Man, I tried to go into the store today. Them motherfuckers was closed. I'm like, God damn it!
So y'all haven't.
So yeah, I did not have anything.
Comic books.
I'm still behind. I'm like
You're
3
still
weeks behind.
Man, what's going on? I don't even know what the hell going on with Ultimate. So I had to tap in. I have been tapped out.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot going on with Ultimate. There's a lot going on with ASM as well as right now. Especially, they got this new villain that people think that could possibly be, or if there's references to that character under a different name, being either two people, Clee Cassidy or possibly Muse. Who knows? Muse that might have been infected by a
symbiote?
A symbiote, possibly. You don't know yet. But there's a lot that's going on in that book that's pretty decent. And the villain is decent as shit. So definitely check that out. We had Wonder Woman, of course. Absolute Wonder Woman, which is incredible. So there's a couple of different things going on that we'll catch up on next week. I'll give y'all time to read it. But, for the readers or the people out there, make sure that you get out there and get yourself connected, because there's definitely some great work out there to be had, man. So definitely get yourself definitely get yourself connected. That's what I would tell you that you want to do. Now I do want to talk about this week's artist of the week, Vinny. Ron Wilson, of course. What I like about Ron Wilson's style, bro, is a simple fact. It is reminiscent to like the golden age of comics. Definitely. And here's the thing. We were talking about He-Man comics. We were talking about The Thing, Fantastic Four, Black Panther. He's done like an excellent run, with that as well. Ron Wilson is heavily known in the comic spectrum is, some like almost the second coming to like a lot of the greats out there. And I'm pretty sure like everybody out there has had some of his work because I mean he's definitely an incredible cat. But yeah, Vinny, what's your thoughts, man?
Yeah, he definitely has like a old school Perez, Neil Adams type style, just clean work, really great storytelling with his interiors. He his big like jumping on was a very long run with Marvel 2-in-1 with Thing. He did Thing for a minute. And that was awesome because it was a big feature for Thing as a separate thing from Fantastic Four in a way that not really any of the other four got a separate book, but they did a lot with him on the side. He did Black Goliath. He did Power Man, Hulk, Captain Britain. He did Masters of the Universe run. I think the first Marvel Masters of the Universe book he did. And most famously, his cover for Captain America, I believe is 230, is that famous image of Hulk punching the shield that they referenced and for the movie poster for Brave New World. With Red Hulk instead of regular Hulk. But yeah, he did a lot of stuff for I think he did Iron Man, Thor, some What If books. And there was this indie company back in the day in the 90s, I remember, called Continuity Comics. And he did some stuff for Earth 4 and a couple of the other one of those books. And he did some Marvel Comics Present stuff. Yeah, I think that was some of his stuff that he was most well known for. He did some milestones, some work.
He did a lot of milestone work as well.
And Blood Syndicate. But yeah, he's a journeyman. He's been around for quite a while and was always known for being super reliable and great. Like I said, great interiors, great storytelling, great dynamic shots, and but yet great fundamentals. I loved his just simple, basic, get the job done character designs, and I always thought his work was just really solid, not super standoutist, didn't have a ton of dynamicness with his art to really stand out, but it was not. He was from an era where not many people were kind of allowed to break the mold. You know what I mean? So his style was more of focus on the characters and storytelling more so than getting yourself over, which was a big thing back then. You weren't, a lot of artists didn't have free reign to like be super unique and outside the box. But what he was paid for to do, he did like with flying colors, man. He was had a lot of amazing books under his belt over the years. So definitely a great legend to throw on the list of people to shout out.
Yeah, definitely. Like you said earlier, did take a lot of notes. Captain America: Brave New World did take a lot of notes from that book. Very iconic. So yeah, man. Definitely an incredible artist. Prop, you know about this? You familiar with Ron's work?
Man. I've seen his work, dog. Like it's classic. It's old school. But man, there's a lot of comic books that these kind of images is how I remember a lot of these characters, especially the classic characters. So yeah, it was dope, bro.
Definitely, bro. Definitely. What about you, Jason? You familiar with his work?
Yeah. I always like he reminded me a little bit of Kirby, kind of sort of the way he did stuff.
Yeah.
That old school feel to it. I knew about his thing runs, his thing annual. I think I may have one of the annuals, the thing annuals in my in my collection. But I know he did Thor too. He did some of Thor stuff too, a couple of Thor runs too.
Oh, he did a lot of
yeah, but I've always enjoyed his art and his work. Oh, I forgot about that. Damn, that's where I got that from. That's so cool. Yeah, I forgot about that one. Yeah, but yeah, great artist. Like I said, his style is mixed with a little bit of Kirby, and I've always loved. I found out about Ron Wilson probably about 3 or 4 years ago. That then found out he was black. I really was like soup. Their brother was in there drawing like somebody had an eye like mine. And was in there doing the art and putting it out for people. So
I ain't know what he looked like until today.
You might have been also familiar with his run on the Black Panther. Like he had a long stretch, a long run on the Black Panther in the mid '80s. As well. And that was mainly him setting up shop in New York to watch over the Fantastic Four. It was a couple of different runs that he had that was definitely fantastic, man.
Bro, I remember seeing that first run that he back then, dog, in the 7-Eleven on the freaking rack, dog, that Black Panther. I forgot all about that, bro. Like that was Ron Wilson, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy, dog. Like, yeah, man. So definitely enjoy his art. Yeah, I found out about him a couple of years ago, man. Like about 6-7 years ago, that he was a brother. I was shocked. But I thought he was. I didn't think he was a brother. So it was dope to see.
I mean, Ron Wilson, bro. Woodrow.
Yeah, well, they got some Wilsons out there too, but it was dope to see.
Almost close to Woodrow Wilson, bro.
My brother in the building like that. That was cool.
Hey, Bloomer. Prop thought he was slick. He low key wanted to say, yeah, he's dope, bro. Just like Vinny said, but he didn't say it. He low key wanted to do that just now,
bro. Maybe next week.
He caught himself.
I was gonna give you a good portion of what he said. I was like,
nah, but
we spent that more on the intro. We'll do it another day.
That boy know who Ron Wilson is, though. He just
100%, yo.
Yeah, he know who Ron Wilson. He better know who Ron Wilson is.
Yeah, man.
You know what's crazy? It's just that it's actually a pleasant surprise that he's our artist of the week.
Yeah,
it is too. You know what I mean? Like, it's like I haven't thought about it. It's been so long since I've read those comics. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. I wanted to kind of again just continue to run and shine on a lot of his work because definitely an incredible artist and notably an incredible artist.
But Joe, just when you mentioned that, bro, I was like, damn. I remember seeing that on the rack at 7-Eleven, dog. Like that's crazy, bro. Like. We really had good years as kids, dog.
We had amazing time as kids, bro.
Yeah. It's a huge issue with the industry. Those books, new books, should still be on the racks in 7-Eleven.
Yeah, bro. I don't know why they don't do that no more, man. That was the best, bro. Like, man, dog. When you said Black Panther, that took me back. Like, damn, he did do that Black Panther.
Yeah, we had some incredible.
You get so many impulse buys. People just like
what
dumb.
What kid is gonna randomly go into like a comic book shop? That's like you're not going. So many people are intimidated by that.
Yeah,
you know, it's like the comic book. They say it's missing money now. Like it's it's going down again. But bruh, you put it back in the 7-Elevens again. You know how much money you'll make. Them racks would be empty, bro. That's when people walking in seeing the cover.
Yeah.
Like that's stupid. I don't know why they stopped that, bro. Like, man, bro. They used to have the magazine racks in the back of the store with all the People magazine, Time magazine, and then you had the comics and you had to rent the racks.
And you can't say it's sales because nobody buys magazines anymore. They still got those fucking magazines in the 7-Eleven.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Right. See, 7-Eleven wasn't safe. They weren't safe back in the day, bro. When Vinny would actually attend because he's sneak Playboy magazines and his comics. Be like, I don't know what y'all talking
Vinny
about.
shut it down doing that.
Yeah.
Putting the Playboys in the comics.
It's like two Spider-Mans, please.
I'm gonna be
And
really
a copy
serious.
of Big'em slips out.
Oh,
I know
don't know how that got there, man.
I'm gonna be really, really serious with y'all. The the president's wife. She was not bullshitting, y'all. She told us this as we were growing up, and I'm gonna relay this message to the youth who might not have ever heard it. Reading is fundamental.
Facts.
Okay.
Facts.
Yeah.
That is true. Absolutely true. Absolutely true.
Okay, I'm done.
I love it.
Anyway, man.
I love it.
Check out Ron Wilson if you
yeah.
haven't already been. And you might, I mean, even Bloomer, you might be familiar with some of his old school, even Spider-Man runs with the Fantastic Four as well.
Yeah. If there was any time that I probably would have caught any of his interiors, I've probably seen his covers on the internet, but anytime that I might have read his interiors was during the comic book or the comic strip run of Spider-Man in the in the newspaper. So that might have been the only time, because it's like 70s, 80s. It ran for quite a bit.
He did. Yes, he did newspaper clippings for comics too. The clippings Spider-Man run. Damn.
So that I might have, if one of his issues that he contributed in was chosen for the strip, I might have read it there. But that's. Other than that, it's classic. Like my man said earlier, like it's really Ditko inspired. It has those colors from that era. So anytime I see that, I'm always drawn to it. The reds, the greens, the yellows, everything just fucking just hits in that era in a very specific way.
Kirby style.
So yeah, man. They need to start, just trying to do some of them. I'm glad they do. I know. But I'm glad they do facsimiles because I just do want to just like a straight up, like clean cover of something that was super super old. I know kind of sometimes it might kill the fucking value of the book, but sometimes it's just cool to get that. I just like that sometimes.
Yeah, definitely, man. But yeah, man. If you're
R.I.P. to Sam Kieth too, bro.
Sam Kieth died. Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely R.I.P. to him. Yeah,
man.
Died yesterday, as a matter of fact, I believe. Yeah. No, or 2 days ago. 2 days ago.
Bro, Chuck Norris. Now, Miss Tessmacher, and now this guy too.
Max was fired. Max was one of the first. I'm sure we'll probably talk about it in the future, but Max had that show on MTV. That was like so groundbreaking because that was his. Because Sam Kieth was one of the cats who left a little bit after the Founding Seven on Image. He had his own book, but his style was so unorthodox and so phenomenal. My best friend in high school had that Wolverine crouching on the in the forest, and I always just looked at that shit just like, yo, you don't have to be like we were talking about how Ron Wilson's style is very fundamental, but like that was the era in the 90s where there were so many cats who was like they just do weird, wild, crazy ass shit, and I love it. People got to stretch their wings and put their own styles in these books, and Sam was definitely.
Vinny was like, "We going broke, nigga. We gotta try some shit. Fuck,
bro." I was like, "Oh, you don't gotta make them look exactly like people, regular." Perfect anatomy.
Bro.
You could just be wild.
Bro, you know how somber the day must have been? I know y'all was probably somber when y'all was reading the news on the newspaper or Telegram, however y'all got it. But like
pigeons.
I'm fucking with you.
A pigeon came and dropped off a note.
But you know how somber that office must have been when they got the news, like, man, we just sold Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Like we just sold Spider-Man.
Bro, you
sold Spider-Man. It was different. Nobody cared. You know why? Because there wasn't no movies. There was nothing to be worried about.
Right.
It's one of the money for it. They needed the money to pay those artists.
I feel like the artist, the passion for it, that feeling probably was there, but that sense of like, like even in the cultural zeitgeist, people weren't really like. it wasn't the clamoring. The clamoring didn't really start like that. The clamoring was really just comic books and cartoon
no superhero
mania.
movies. All there was Superman and Batman. That was so far apart, and no one really thought. I remember thinking there's just never. It doesn't even matter because there's never going to be a Spider-Man movie because it would be too hard to do. There was TV shows and shit
you
like
wouldn't
that.
even know what it would
I
look
never
like.
thought we would really actually get it. And then even when Sony got it, there was all these rights battles with James Cameron. James Cameron was supposed to be
James Cameron had it.
Yeah, he is supposed to.
That was caught out for
bro, I didn't know that Cam had it first.
Yes, Cameron had
it.
Yeah,
the whole script is online. It's funny. They dropped the script to that.
Managing him to swing, like he had put R&D, he had put work in it, like research.
James Cameron was trying to make
figure out how you gonna do it.
Years, so it didn't even make sense to be worried about it because it was like
Cameron. The organic web shooters came from him.
Yeah,
yo,
the
for
organic
10 years?
Yeah, organic web shooters came from him. Yeah, that was from his script that got over when they started.
None of this shit. The way the shit is now, it was like we never could have imagined that we would have had all this. We thought we might see, a few of them. Never would have imagined that we'd see all the shit that we got now.
Right, so, this world that
when they sold the rights to the movies, it was just like you might as well have said that you sold the rights to like the trading cards or something like that. It's like not even that because the trading cards were fire. It's like saying, oh, we selling the rights to the holograms of Spider-Man, so you ain't gonna see us a hologram of Spider-Man anymore. And I'm like, all right, we weren't doing that shit anyway.
Yo, it was crazy. Leonardo.
Oh
my bad. Go ahead.
And not for nothing. Why would me as a comic book artist care if the movie? You know what I mean? Like we sold it so we can do what we're doing. This is our business is selling these comic books. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, what if movies were popping? Except to advertise. What's up?
Yes,
they sold it to pay. They couldn't pay their artists.
They sold it to be able to.
It was going to close down. Period. Marvel was about to go. It was about to be a wrap.
Yeah. They were about to be out of business. Period. So selling the rights to make movies, they didn't have that, which affected them their comics because they were just selling the likenesses for them to make movies. So it didn't affect the comics. It just kept the doors open.
Mm-hmm. Bro, and that's a crazy story. Because Leonardo and this guy are like best friends.
Yeah,
that's.
They
crazy.
were done. They were just.
They probably would have been able to sell it for more. People don't talk about. It's crazy, man. Because I think I might have lost the opportunity. But when I first got on this show, dude, I was supposed to interview. I can't remember the dude's name. It was one of the producers for the '89 Batman. My wife had connected. And I like Batman. Yeah, I was supposed to interview this cat, man. She might be able to reach out to him.
Yeah,
she reached out to him using that. What's that site you pay when they do the birthday Cameo? But he ended up shooting her a message because she told him a story. She was like, yo, on Cameo. No joke. But he ended up sending her a personal message. It was like, because she told
I'm glad you didn't say OnlyFans.
Oh, I didn't say that, did I?
No, I'm glad you didn't.
No. I'm about to say, it was on my brain if I said it. But anyway, dude, he bought the rights. I'm gonna say $100,000, but it might have been $50,000. It was less than $100,000. He bought the rights to Batman to do the film rights for Batman. He was a college. You can look him up. He was a college teacher at in Indiana, and he did the first comic book. He had a class at the Indiana College teaching comic books, talking about how they are the modern day what do you call it, the gods, those kind of stories, that this was the modern day. And that dude from his school thing ended up buying the rights to Batman, and he pushed for a more darker, more realistic Batman.
I think I read his something about that.
But even that, because we always hear the Marvel story, and it was like, dude, that's a story within itself that you don't think about because Batman was, I guess, always successful in some kind of way. But you gotta think, even after the '66 Batman, he bought those rights. So meaning, it had that success, right? It had that success, but even that didn't bring up the value of the movie rights because of what Vinny was saying. You know what I'm saying? So people don't talk about that, someone like us got the rights to Batman, bro. Not even a company, not a movie company studio. Just somebody like us got the rights
But look at those big gambles they
Batman.
took. They took to pay their artists, bro. Like they took huge gambles to pay these guys, man. Like,
Even with the Superman joints and the Batman joints, it wasn't a known thing that it was like, oh, okay, Superman movies are good. I mean, superhero movies are the future and an easy dollar. At that point, it still was a very, very big risk. So it was just like, it was just like, yeah, we ain't touching that. I mean, even up till a decade ago, they weren't sure they could make money off of a Wonder Woman movie.
Yeah, true.
Like they literally went round and round because they thought it wouldn't work. And meanwhile, you're watching movies with talking trees and
raccoons and shit. Yeah.
It's just
we can't do flying woman. Let's see what they're doing on the other side real quick. Raccoon.
Hey, y'all.
Hollywood is very short-sighted.
Yeah,
bro. Hey, the dude's name was Michael Olsen. He bought the rights to Batman from DC Comics for $50,000, October 3rd, 1979.
That's pennies, dog.
$50,000, bro.
That's pennies, bro. I couldn't imagine having that in my back
Marvel
pocket.
was hurting, but the rights to Batman, you know what I'm saying? After he had some success, and he pushed for the 89.
DC must have been hurting too to sell that for $50,000.
It probably wasn't. It was
it wasn't. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't just Marvel. It's not like the whole comic book. Yeah.
Dang, bro.
Because you got to think they had issues that was so that's 79. So that's after Superman.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, but remember there was rights. There was rights issues even with this who was credited for Super. I remember there was some issues even with that, and I remember in the document behind the scenes for Superman. Man. DC wasn't top dog either. You know what I'm saying? And having, you know what? I mean, the fact that Warner Brothers own DC now lets you know that it wasn't all gravy for DC even after all of that, the success of that, some of that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
definitely, bro.
That's what's up. He still owns the rights. It's still within his family for the film rights. He also was the guy behind
every movie that drops.
That's crazy. He also was the man behind Stanley's.
He was all behind what?
Y'all ever read those? Stanley's Just Imagine.
Oh, yeah.
When he reimagined Batman, man, those were dope.
Yeah, that was his idea.
Yeah.
Wow,
that's dope.
Superman and Batman look different in Stanley's eyes.
Yeah, Stanley made
Batman was a freaking animal, bro. Yeah.
Moving on, as we always do, man. Definitely great conversation. I want to, because this is going to be tricky. This is definitely going to be a tricky one here. Considering the simple fact that we know our boy Vinny doesn't watch trailers at all. We got to be tricky with this, but I want to kind of talk about this in a roundabout way. Here's the hard part: talking about it in a roundabout way when you got somebody like Jason on the panel.
I'm sorry now.
In advance, he's let you know that he's sorry, but it's kind of hard to hide around some of the things. So I want to say it this way, Vinny. I know you haven't seen the trailer. The trailer, even what they showed, doesn't give too much away at all.
Subtitle, just watch it.
I think they're hiding stuff too. Like
they're hiding stuff in plain sight, but that's definitely it's the trickery of it. All in all, bro, for this to be the most watched trailer, they said in history now. Is that crazy? Is that true, Blue?
Yeah, that's true.
History.
Yeah, that's true.
It's the highest. It's. I think
who gonna do it but me?
It's the highest.
Who put up those type of numbers but me,
bro? It broke records.
That's crazy.
The first day. That's how much. But
I'm at your little cousin's birthday party. I'm the fucking cake. I'm the piñata. I'm the fucking napkins, the cups.
I'm the dancing Spidey that be twerking.
I'm the entertainment. Catch me on the game. Catch me on the movie screen. Catch me on your fucking PSP, whatever you got, your fucking Game Boy. I have been everywhere. I am merch.
So let me ask you a question. Were you surprised, Bloom?
No, not at all. But really just super excited. But not surprised, just knowing how people who were really excited, just looking at how people were reacting to the seconds of trailers, seconds of the trailers releasing the day before, and it was fun because they like I could feel people if they're like they didn't tell us when the trailer was coming out and they were just doing that. I can get it, but it was just like the trailer's coming out tomorrow. You don't have to be sitting here on your phone looking for little snippets like that. That's a you problem, not a them problem. But overall with the trailer, man, I think if you were somebody that wanted to see different elements to Tom Holland's Spider-Man, you wanted to see what Tom Holland's Spider-Man could look like in a more grounded New York setting. The movie showed, I mean, the trailer showed about all of what you would be expecting there if you were in one of those camps or in multiple of those camps. So I'm really, really excited to see the range that Tom Holland is going to show. There's one thing that a lot of people gets lost in the conversation when we talk about on-screen Spider-Man. When it comes to him specifically, that dude he really cares. He really cares about this shit. Like if he didn't care, like he could have just packed it up, man. Went on to other pastures. He on other movies and doing Broadway stuff. Like his opportunities are vast now. But he cares about this character. And again, I remember that was a lot of the, I guess, talk or the rumor was like, after No Way Home, it wasn't like, all right, let's do this again. It was more like, y'all need to like do, make sure this script is really something that intrigues me, and so once I knew that he was, we got the news that he was back on, then we got the director, then everything kind of just like snowballed after that, like announcement, and then boom, we're filming, and then boom, we're done. Like it really caught its momentum and went. So again, I know I'm rambling a little bit, but I'm really excited for what some of the elements that the trailer showed. I think Vinny, when we have these conversations about what's a good trailer, what's a bad trailer, is showing too much. We've got another No Way Home situation on our hands where it looks like there's something that's being withheld from us, which in thinking about your logic is a great thing. You want to keep that for the in theater audience to experience that. And so there's a lot what the trailer does, and I can't wait to hear your feedback once we finally get past that point. Because I really think that this first trailer is a really good trailer, just because of the fact that it leaves you with more questions than answers. I want to see these sequences happen rather than, okay, that's happening here and okay, I can't wait to see that happening. And it's a different feel there.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah. And I was about to say it was purposeful too, that scene you're talking about. Because it was exactly like the No Way Home. You know what I'm saying? So this isn't like my mom's figured that out day one, like within hours of the trailer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she heard, me and my brother talking about the first one because it was the exact same shot, same slow motion, same.
And then
same
you
shot,
also
bro.
just
You know what I mean?
if you're following the film, you're like, there was people that were announced to be in this film that you didn't even see a shot of them. So it's just like great.
Yeah.
There's so much more to happen and to just be discovered once we sit our asses in the seats come July 31st. So really, really excited, man. That's going to kick off the summer for us. I believe so. I'm not sure if there might be some stuff early on in the summer, but as far as MCU, that'll be the summer romp for them, I believe. I think we have to still see where I want to say WandaVision, but Vision Quest, where that's going to get placed in this sequence of things, because the word is it will be this year, and the word is from the people who have seen it, it's a really good. So I cannot wait for that as well. So again, it's just we got some momentum on the Marvel side that's building. Okay, I'm forgetting shit because it's just the momentum, the energy is not there. It was there right before we went into the Superman movie, and then like the momentum has not been carrying. It hasn't been momentuming, and so I feel like I'd be a fool to just say, oh well, maybe Supergirl has the potential to be, to get that momentum going, but it's Supergirl. It's supposed to be. This is already awesome, and then here comes something else that's awesome. It's not supposed to like she's as far as the IP, she's not supposed to start the car. She's supposed to be back there looking good out the window, taking selfies or whatever. Like it's not that's not the role in which like Supergirl has usually or traditionally plays in the universe.
Yo, I'm glad you went in that direction, man, because you was like one woke comment away from saying that she belongs in the kitchen. I thought that's where you were going with it.
No.
Man said she belonged back
but
in the kitchen. I was like, yo, son.
Nah, man, no. But I'm still reserving some optimism for Supergirl, but I'm just you can tell like when it comes to the cultural zeitgeist where the momentum is.
Yeah, yo, I'm gonna be honest with you. As you guys know, I like Superman, but this Spider-Man trailer, bro. Yo, this is
fun.
The trailer was doper than most movies. I'm not even going to say which movies. The trailer was doper.
Yeah.
Than a
that
lot
Superman.
Of movies, you know what
That
I'm saying?
Superman.
You just gave him an easy
camera,
end.
bro. You're not going to
Superman.
You just popped up like a genie, didn't you?
Well, I knew you was about to shit on. I'm ready to shit on Superman. I do that any chance I get.
I'm not going here. I'm just saying.
Bro, you gave him an easy end.
It was better. It was better than Superman. It was better than Superman's trailer.
Yo,
better than the whole movie.
Every complaint that I had, my complaints about Superman was the cinematography. Mostly the color grading, cinematography. It didn't look like a movie. It looked like a TV show. This
Spider-Man trailer,
cinematic, bro. Like I know, Vinny, you probably ain't watched the trailer, but I know you done seen at least a shot. Yo, it looks good, yo. It looks real good.
Haven't seen.
You didn't see? Okay. Oh, good.
Only still. But I know my man did the stunt team from Shang-Chi's in this. That's
yes.
Oh yeah. And it looks like it.
I'm a martial arts head, so
it looks like it.
Spidey is
bro.
It makes so much sense. It's like whoever decided to put them two together, like give them a raise. Even though it's logical, it makes sense. It's a very, very smart move. And
especially when you have an actor,
bro, they're letting the suit actually exist.
Some of the stunts, right?
Yeah, bro.
They're letting the suit actually exist in the world, which is really, really cool. And I think Vinny, you'll really enjoy that element of it because it's him. He's there instead of CGI, doughy, Matrix Revolutions type shit. You know what I mean?
And then there was a lot of jokers wearing this.
In a world full of all the CG and all this AI and all this digital, influence in our films, which has obviously been away for many, many decades. But the fact that this man is Spider-Man, probably because of his athleticism, his ballerina background, his gymnastic background, the fact that he could do so much of those stunts that even when he's, you know, taken out of shit for certain stunts, the fact that he could do so much of the practical work in this and then still be, you know, a great actor. And because I swear, before I seen Spider-Man Homecoming, before I seen Civil War, I seen this kid in Impossible
flipping off his house.
And 12 years, and he was 12 years old in that movie with the tsunami. And I'm sitting there watching that before I seen any of the Spider-Man joints, and I'm like, okay, that's why they cast him, because I seen that right before I heard he was cast, and then I was like, who is he? And I looked up this movie Impossible, and I'm sitting there going, oh my god, yo, he's a little boy, and he's acting in circles around everybody in this movie.
But even with that, with the practical stunts, there's home videos of him and his little brother, on the roof of his house, flipping off the roof of his house onto a trampoline.
Yeah.
And he was like 12,
bro.
15.
We done seen him in Spider-Man, the behind the scenes recently. Behind the scenes when he was shaking his hands, he was flipping and doing stuff.
And like y'all said, like I think Bloomer mentioned it too. Like, this is somebody like literally he's very emotionally tied to the character and very in a way disjointed from Hollywood. Like, he's somebody who, when he's done with this, probably will just go away for a minute and would be perfectly fine. Like he's not really he don't really love Hollywood. He loves doing what he's doing, but he don't love all the extra shit. So for him to be back,
he's with Timothy Chalamet should try to fucking be.
I think
that's fucking chill, bro.
I get Chalamet's personality, but Tom is definitely like polar opposite, and I love that. I love that there's those two, you know, dynamics in the world. Sometimes you need a Chalamet, sometimes you need a Holland, yo. And the fact that when
American versus Brit, it's so stereotypical.
When Tom said, "I'm only gonna come back if I like the story," I really believe.
I like that.
I really believe he wasn't gonna come back because the shit was trash.
Yeah,
and I feel like he already proved that, right?
He would be like, I don't give a fuck about the money, and there's not many Hollywood actors who I believe they would say fuck the money.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing, Vinny, too. You know what? To add on to what he said, it wasn't even just the script. He always says, "I'm a big fan of Spider-Man. I want to do this." You know what I'm saying? So it's not even just the script. It's I'm a fan. So you see the love from I love this thing, but it's got to be right. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta be right.
And that's how we feel about it. You know, we love it. You throw any Spider-Man out there, I'm probably going to watch it. You know what I'm saying? But the longevity of this thing, especially after No Way Home was and I can nitpick
greatest.
I could dig at it. I could dig at it and say what was wrong, because I know we've had discussions, but I'm telling you, that was one I took my mom's to the youngest person, my daughter. We all went to the movies, and my parents hadn't seen the other two Spider-Man movies. You know what I'm saying? I think they were visiting us in DC. There was something was going on. It was like, yo, check this out. And they were able to follow it. It was good. They seen the old Sam Raimi movie. So it was an experience that was dope.
Also, in my opinion, it's the first of the 3 attempts to get progressively better.
Yeah. Each movie got better. I
agree. You know, Toby's was, you know, good, like GOAT level, and then whatever 3 happened,
it went great to shit. Just go ahead and say it. That third movie is an abomination.
It fell apart. And then you know,
I liked all Garfield's movies too, bro.
But that is what that is. I wouldn't say it got better, but I think without a doubt, in my opinion, that like Far From Home is better than Homecoming, and No Way Home is outshines by a mile all the rest of it. So it's very exciting. And then obviously, of course, this will be the first joint where a Spider-Man actor stays for the 4th film. So like that will be new ground. So
good point. Yeah, good point.
Really exciting. So I'm hyped for it, because I mean, Spidey's a lot of our favorites from when we was kids, and there's been so many attempts, and it's something I never will get tired of if it's done right.
Oh yeah.
And look, bro, it goes back to what you were saying earlier, Vinny, with just, you know, us as being, you know, we're forgiving. You know, a comic book head is more forgiving in so many aspects that we'll look at something and be like, okay, well, you didn't adhere to the source material, but at least I want to give you the benefit of the doubt. I want to see that eventually you'll get back to, form. And, for those who aren't and just casual, just looking for an opportunity, to bag, another MCU property or another comic book film, or everybody talk about.
We all did that with Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. They changed all that shit, but we loved it.
We loved it. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. Like, there's no such thing, and I'm sorry what motherfuckers out there want to say that shit. There's no fatigue. I don't want to hear comic book fatigue. It goes to show that people really want good material. You know what I mean?
That's all we want.
And they can connect this one. Yeah, they can connect this one because there is this thing that we do. Not even we, that more so I feel like the average person is a Marvel film. Like when those two people said that thing about Wonder Man to me, it was Marvel. Oh, I watch all the Marvel movies. Marvel. Whereas so you got that's going to happen because they attach Marvel to greatness, but when Marvel falter, it's like they're starting to falter a little bit. Whereas you can still remember the last Spider-Man movie was good. You can remember the last Avengers movie was good. Guardians did well. Guardians 3 did well because you remember the last Guardians movie was good. So I think that's a theory that I feel like is being played out now. You know what I mean? You see Spider-Man back and your memory is not Marvel instantly. Oh, Marvel's doing bad. Your memory is, well, the last time we seen this particular guy on screen, which you guys alluded to that earlier when we were talking about them sticking to the formula, which some of the formula, as much as I hate it in some ways, is bringing the Captain Americas back, bringing the Iron Man's back, is their attempt to be like, okay, this is what was working. Where do we still got stories with these things that but Spider-Man is even better because it's not as riskier because Spider-Man didn't die. We knew it was going to continue in some shape, form, or another. And what a beautiful place that it was left because it was such a complete story, but it had so many questions. You know what I'm saying? Talking about my mom actually said, "Oh, they're not going to show more of what's going on." Like it ended on this cliffhanger, not the overall story, but his friends. What anticipation? There's people that's going to go see this just to see what happens. And what I thought they were going to skip a movie, y'all. I didn't think they were going to do the MJ stuff in this movie. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy that I was wrong with that. You know what I mean? I'm happy that we get man. Listen, let's see where we at, yo. Let's see where we fit in.
Yeah, I don't want to. I'm not going to show too much because, like I said, Benny, that's why I wanted to kind of just talk about, just the direct impact of this trailer versus everything. Like you can tell, like the impact was super strong. Like people literally love Spider-Man. Just like I still don't think that, we talk about the Blades. And yes, Blade was one of those films that really made it prominent for a comic book film to exist in this particular space.
Right.
But bro, aside from just X-Men, you got to give fucking Tobey Maguire his flowers, bro, because that was the first time we've seen a Spider-Man film realized on the big screen.
Yeah. Bro, and it was reminiscent to that Spider-Man was very much like a version of Spider-Man that's been in the comic books. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like some of us get stuck on this is accurate. It was like, no, there was a whole
very,
you know what I'm saying?
The source material.
Yep.
I think it's one of the most accurate comic book films. Period. I mean, it was very
true, yo. Yeah, actually, they
were not, and they were not. One of the other things here's one of the things that people kind of overlook with those Spider-Man films. It was one of the first, one of the first films that they were not embarrassed to be a comic book movie. Like they did not ground Spider-Man and they did not ground his villains. Like they made a very
a little bit with that Green Goblin costume,
Green Goblin mask, yes. But I wish they would have done that animatronic. I wish I never would
made him look like Ultraman, bro.
I wish they never. I wish they never seen the animatronic for that Goblin mask because that shit would have been
Green Power Ranger.
That boy.
Hey, Vinny, did you see the black? I saw the black costume this morning. I saw the test footage of the or test photos of the black costume when they were working on Spider-Man 3, and it looked like Secret Wars. I was like, why did I have to see that? Yo,
yeah, bro, that suit was fire, bro. They should have definitely that Venom suit that we got stuck with was absolute ass, bro.
Yeah,
they showed the behind the scenes of what Raimi wanted to do. It was the Spider-Man suit from Secret Wars, dog. All day.
And they keep doing that shit over and over. They keep making the shit slimy and all this texture and shit.
Yeah.
You can't ever just. I mean, it's sad. It's like just.
Yeah.
I don't know,
but I think they'll do it with Tom. I really think they're gonna do it.
Yeah. I think the good news is when they did, there's a lot of things they can. You know what I'm saying? He did the organic web shooters. Next movie, we got to put the. You know what I mean? So there's always going to be course correction. That's what makes some of these newer movies better. But again, to your point though, there was an accuracy to those movies, and you can see, and it was specific, right? We talking about Steve Deck. He said, and I agree when I watch it. He wasn't a fan of Venom. Not that he hated Venom, but Venom wasn't the comic books he grew up reading. And so Spider-Man 3 fell short when they were pushing, the studio heads were pushing for Venom to be in it, and Sam Raimi wasn't, that wasn't the era that he was being faithful to. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It was a dumb decision in the first place because Spidey was too young at that point to be fighting Venom anyways. You had so much, like when Venom came on, like he was an adult in the comics. He had already fought for years and years and years. And Venom was always, his doomsday, his bane, like his, his big bad, like it's supposed to be the end game for Spidey. That's what Venom was supposed to mean for Spidey. So to skip over all the Sinister Six and all those stories and just go right to Venom was always such a fucking rush.
Yo, Vinny, bro, it's funny you should say that, man, because me and my son was going back and forth because the internet is wilding out. On the original subject, which is a beautiful in a good way. This trailer is being talked about, videos are being chopped, but he got it in his head that Venom is going to be in it. He saw a video that said Venom is. I'm like, bro, I'm not going to say not because I don't know what the story is. It's possible, but in my opinion, the place he's in, which is not the best place, because he's not in the best place, I almost feel like it's not the best place for Venom. Because remember, Venom kind of wreaked havoc too. Everything wasn't terrible. I mean, Spider-Man, Peter always going through stuff. But there was something that Venom had to damage even in his life. With him be again, not Venom itself, but him giving the symbiote.
Have y'all noticed that there's this revisionist history with a lot of younger people that think that Venom was always funny?
That's a damn shame.
I think about that.
I've seen so many people because somebody will complain about the jokes in Venom, and then people will show a scan of like one time Venom said something silly in 30 years of publication, or they'll say shit like with Magneto, where like, oh, he's been a hero longer than he's been a villain. So why do people think that he's a hero? Like, y'all were not around when this motherfucker came on the scene terrorizing Peter, terrorizing Mary Jane.
Yeah, Mary Jane.
Almost killing Mary Jane.
He was eating brains.
Right.
Yeah, I think it's just more so about the media that they've been exposed to that contains Venom. Has taken a more comedic approach, right?
Absolutely.
You take those films.
Oh yeah,
wild.
But you can't conflate that into he's always been that way. But it's understandable that you can reach that based off of that's all the media that you consumed of the character.
Oh yeah. Well, and I was about to say too, man. Another thing, which is a beautiful thing with this, is, man, even the Man Spider bits rumors. It's like y'all are getting this from, you got the comic book stuff, but I'm realizing, like, I'm reading people's comments, like, oh, you're getting this from the animated series. You know what I'm saying? Like, your theories on
so crazy, bro.
But you understand that's what. But their theories is based more on that animated series than it is. Which by the way, wasn't super inaccurate, right? Like, I mean, you could almost tie it together, but I can just tell.
It's because
even the photos that they're posting is from.
People's knowledge comes from memes and scans. Now you can scan one thing. You could show a scan of Batman kicking Hulk in the solar plexus and beating Hulk, be like, see, and it's like y'all taking shit out of context because somebody posted a scan. You never read the comic, you never watched the shows, and that's like gatekeeping shit. But I wouldn't speak confidently if my point was based off a single picture. I would, we're not like I grew up with Dark Batman, and somebody was like, "Oh, Batman used to be goofy." I wouldn't be like, "Nah, I grew up with him being dark." It's like, yeah, well, he was around 50 years before I was born. Like that's what I'm saying. Like he was around since the 90s. Granted, they turned him into something. They realized how much money he made at being in the comics at all, and they couldn't capitalize off that if he was still evil. So they tweaked him and turned him into an anti-hero and then into kind of a hero who's making jokes, and he's now what he is in that Venom movie.
Right. Now everybody got the damn symbiote.
Exactly. And now it's fine that's what if you're saying that you grew up with him being funny, that's fine. But to say no, he's always like that because he was always like that in your lifetime is fucking bizarre.
Yeah, it's just erroneous because then again, that's conflating your experience with opinion, not fact.
Yeah. But you know what? But you guys are also highlighting the difficulty of making these, quote unquote accurate superhero movies because you are taking from such a wide history. Because it's so funny because even the director has to make that choice. What version of Venom? You know what I mean? Because it doesn't always have to be linear either. You know what I'm saying? It's like Venom was literally put in, which is a bad example because it didn't work out. Venom was put into it because Venom was the popular villain at that time. So Spider-Man 3, we're gonna smack him in there.
And we'll probably, I'm sure, talk about it on like next week's show or another week's show. But they're literally facing the same issues now with the Lanterns doing, because they're cherry picking shit from Green Lantern mythos over multiple generations.
Me off. Yeah, that's pissing me off.
So it's like you got newer characters been around for a minute, and then you got like literally story points from the 30s, and they're mixing them all up. So it's hard to be like, oh, it's like the comics from when they did this. But you got modern stuff going on too, and it's like you didn't even pick an era or a generation. Like you're cherry picking what you want from wherever, and it's really hard for people to be like, "Oh, it's like from when they did this," because now you're taking shit from this element, taking shit from that, and it's like then you wonder why people have why shit becomes so polarized, and you got everybody arguing. It's because no one knows the direction you're going, because in the comics it's like this for a decade. The animation is like this for a decade or whatever.
And see, we run into these issues as well, Vinny, is when like you guys brought up that point with the animated series for Spider-Man, because that Prop was getting ready to allude to is, that show is not wholly inaccurate in its own right. But if we were to really break that show down, it's a bunch of Spider inspiration turned into video format, into a show. And the problem that I'm going to highlight is that we are getting to the point where we're interpreting interpretations instead of the original source material and then making a new interpretation from it. You're piggybacking off an interpretation, so now it's like it's like playing a telephone game.
It's watered down. That's it.
Some of that flavor gets lost because there is a cost to the transaction of communication through the transaction of interpretation.
The frustration there comes from. The frustration there comes from, though, Bloomer, is when you cherry pick from one thing that makes really good sense to you for your film. The people who might be upset with that, and I know it happens to me a lot, is because once you use that element, it's very hard to ever say that we'll be able to go back to see that element origin or full picture fleshed out. When you just take,
especially
when you just take the Superman Batman fight and put it in a movie, we know we'll never get a Dark Knight Returns film, because you couldn't now go and do Frank Miller's whole thing. You couldn't do that. And you could. It would be really hard now to go do a Flashpoint adaptation when you had
compared to
the crazy thing about that is there's no rule against it. It's almost like if you guys are familiar with sports, right? Like it's a gentleman's rule in a sport. There's no rule against it. There's no literature on it.
Spider-Man has already broke that rule to an extent. right? Like it probably hasn't done the Green Goblin every single time. They tried. They did try actually. But overall, it's funny you're describing what my experience is with Batman, and because Batman was rebooted very soon. The recent ones, it's like, man, dude, it's only been 4 years, and we already got, what was less than that, right? We got a new Batman. Spider-Man was within 4 years.
Yeah.
So overall, not specific story arcs, like what you're saying, but there are beats that a Spider-Man movie has to hit, and they did it at least twice, right? The third time they did something different with Tom Holland, but for the most part, it's like they hit these same beats. So my only point to that is just Boomer, just to add on to that, where it feels like it's a rule, but I do think it's possible they have to try. Like I feel like they proved that our
I
memories
totally
are
agree.
shorter,
Like,
or we're a little bit more lenient with, oh, we got another Spider-Man movie. Because everybody complained, oh, Spider-Man movie already, we're gonna see this, and it's like you show it, and it's like, oh, now we're excited about this new
but
Spider-Man. So
it's just like the efficiency when it comes to
the
that
Dark Knight would be
is
difficult though.
so small. It's so like
Yeah,
15% of that's happening of the time, right?
right.
That's good that they do that, but that's in when they do
Well,
that for Spider-Man, but that's within the Spider-Man ethos, so it's
no,
very
for
easy to
sure.
pull that.
Well, and this is gonna be harder um to do because of the cinematic universe. So
Mm-hmm.
what Vinny is painting out is even worse because it's not going to be another Spider-Man movie within this universe. Does that make sense? We got so much this universe is so big that if they misstep here, they're not going to reboot the whole universe. They're not going to reboot
Right,
Spider-Man
right, right.
because it's already as bad as Thor. The second Thor movie, people didn't like it. There ain't no rebooting that
But
motherfucker.
but
You know what I'm
walk with
saying?
me
Because
for a
the
moment,
universe is
right?
already built. We'll
Prop.
try to fix it with another movie, but it ain't no reboot.
Let's walk out of that rectangular box that we're in. Let's walk out of the IP, right? Let's just go into just movies in general.
Right.
I will bet my life on it. There are people out there, writers, movie makers, that have probably over the decades have tried to make a mafia movie and was like, I can't do The Godfather. I can't do it. And it's like, I feel like sometimes we're our own worst enemy when it comes to art. Because again,
Right.
you're already looking at it through the wrong scope. You shouldn't be trying to make a Godfather. Make your own thing. Make your thing. You know, make The
Right.
Irishman or whatever. You can make something good that doesn't have to talk about Vito Corleone or talk about their family. That's all dead
Right.
now. You know, like,
Right.
like
Right.
you can do
But
something
Bloomer, that's
else. That's
true.
art. Like,
But
be
Bloomer, that's
brave.
true. That's true if you're making Goodfellas, but that's not true if
Yeah.
you're making Godfather based on the Godfather book.
Right.
Exactly.
But that's why I said let's walk out of the IP for a moment, because it's those rules are already written. You know what I mean? Like, those
But
rules
the
are
thing is,
already
it's like,
written.
and trust me, I get what you're saying because I'm I contradict myself a lot when they change the story and it sucks and I get pissed off. But when they change it and it's dope, it's like I
Yeah.
usually am very agreeable to it. And it's like, okay,
Yeah.
cool, that was a cool take. The problem is it's a slippery slope because when you fail, it's such a catastrophe because
Yeah.
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
you don't like Captain America being saying Hail Hydra in the comics and think that's dumb, wait a year and you'll get a different version of Cap. He'll be back. It's going to be over with.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Comic books more fluent.
if
Yeah.
something fails on film, you may never get another chance fucking ever.
That's absolute right, yo.
Hey, you
But
the point
but
that
you
you're
hit it on the
making,
spot though.
we're finally on the back end of something that happened. I wish Pimp Juice was here, but y'all can tell me, when did that Green Lantern movie come out?
That was
The
like
Ryan Reynolds one?
Yes.
I'd be like
Mhm.
what 11 something like that.
Oh Jesus!
Well, that's almost a decade, right? We're now on the back end of we're not even
2011.
there yet because it's not even a fucking movie. It's a TV show. But
But
like
that's what I'm saying. It took that long for them to be like, all right, cool, try again.
that,
So when they
and
fuck
that's
up,
the
that's why
frustrating
it's so
thing. It's
emotional.
like things have to. I get that business has to line up. Opportunities have to even be like put on a tee for people to hit it out the
Boy.
park. I get that. That's business. But it just feels like there's always this sense of like reticence, this like
Yeah.
hesitance to like be brave with the art sometimes.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
bravest art gets the Oscars.
Well, that's probably the reason too. It's probably hard to pinpoint for them to pinpoint why Green Lantern didn't do well, because you do have movies. You have movies out there that's a lot worse than that did a lot better. Yeah, I can tell you the ending was horrific, right? But there was also people complaining about the digital costumes. Yeah, people complaining that Ryan Reynolds, dude, there was so much wrong with that movie that they thought was right that it probably blew their brain up with that particular property. Like, how do we do this? And then you're already messing with something, and you guys don't have to agree with me with this. This is me on Island with it. But Green Lantern, that concept is a hard thing for fans at that time too. You know what I mean? Because similar to the Fantastic Four having a retro feeling to it, Green Lantern is that as well. Whereas we love Green Lantern, but you're bringing this hero in a time when Punisher is killing people in movies at that time. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, you could not have done a Galactus movie in the 90s.
Bro, your brain wouldn't have.
I mean, we would have
sometimes
exactly like that. We would have thought it'd been dope, but the mass public would have been like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, sometimes these things, the time has to align for us to like shit and for it to find people. And I'm not saying that like, I'm just saying that generally there might be people that there's always gonna be something art that touches somebody and resonates with some soul, no matter
I'm glad
what.
you said that, yo. It's money. So, and money is the factor, right? Like what you're saying, because I could tell you it's been years and years and years since I watched Green Lantern, but there was a time that I could at least watch it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate the ending, but Ryan Reynolds is entertaining enough. You know what I mean? So I can watch it just somebody walking around telling jokes the whole movie.
Right.
But
Ryan Reynolds the same in every movie.
He's the same in every movie, yo. But $200 million, when you put that much, it can't just be something to giggle at. It's got to sell tickets. It's got to put seats. So what you're
kids got to
point,
find it
cool.
It
can't
just
be just something artistic and just something that's okay for you to watch. You know what I'm saying? And money changes, and it's good sometimes because we get good quality. Because ironically, that same actor, right? When you take Deadpool took a lot less money to make. It made a lot more money, and its popularity has been each movie. The last one I think was their biggest, the most they put into the budget. But the first two movies, bro, was, you know what I'm saying? So you could afford to just have, if only people that watch rated R movies, if kids can't go see it, Deadpool was going to make enough money to make another one. You know what I mean? And crazy as it is, parents allowed their kids to watch it, and they made more money.
All I got to say is that this opportunity that the Lantern show, and obviously whatever we'll see what comes out of their big screen approach, my hope is that they really do a great job in terms of detailing the powers of these rings, why these people get them. Fear, right? Why are they orange? Why are they yellow? Fear.
What?
Right?
Why
are they green?
You know what my dream is? You know what my hope is? My hope is that at least one show that we can stay on topic. Just one show.
What are we talking about? We're not talking about Spider-Man still?
No, we're not. We're talking about lanterns. We're talking about everything else besides Spider-Man. We just done. It's a tendency. I see it. It just happens. But I just want.
Is that a wish you want to have?
I mean, Negro, you did say my bad Monday when we started, so you know.
I know. I just.
That is the disclaimer.
I blame
but
the
it's
audience,
a good
bro.
discussion. Go ahead.
I blame the audience. No, I think that was the end.
Yeah,
Green
but
Lantern,
it's just overall, it's just
Green
the frustration
bad,
of
new Green Lantern good. Thank God Spider-Man has not a digital suit, although I argue, I think it is still digital. But
no, it's a blend. You're gonna get a blend. The stuff that's just impossible.
The last movie it was a blend as well. Like I'm hearing people say, finally, it was like the last movie he was wearing a suit. They just covered it with digital. But I could clear as day see him put that mask on and that scene disappear. That's a digital suit, bro. But it looks
in certain scenes.
It
but
looks
like
very realistic with the it looks way better though. for sure.
They're letting it breathe, bro. They're letting
it
breathe, right?
son. I mean,
like,
he has so much
this
room
shot
in his
right here,
mask.
he's just in the suit. This is not CGI. He's just in the suit. They just got him sitting down.
Yeah,
there's so much room in the mask. They could put a camera right up to his eye. That's the complaint. That's what everybody's saying.
That was interesting.
I almost had to beat the shit out of some nerds. Like, bro, go touch some grass. Fuck!
It's on his eye, son.
Well, that's not how Spider-Man's lens, man. I'm about to say
that's not what it
some
looks
late
like when I wear
bloomer
the
shit,
mask.
but
That's what they're
I'm
really
chilling.
saying.
About to say some shit, but I'm chilling. Like, bro, chill out. Man.
Yeah. Hey, so I know me and Leo, I know we talked about it on the last show. I think I'm agreeing with Leo because I think you suggested, I don't think you said definitively, but you suggested Jean Grey might be the missing person. I swear Daredevil, but now I think you're right.
I'm not saying anything.
After watching the trailer for the 7th, and you didn't. You just suggested. You just threw out there.
I can't say anything right now.
You know.
The simple fact that Vinny hasn't watched the trailer, so I can't really say too much.
Did I give away by saying something? Jay wasn't here, so I wanted to feel that.
Not really.
Hey, Vinny.
Not really.
I'm just for the record. If you, because I don't believe we should be blaming each other. We all brothers, but if you blame somebody, Lael did put this shot up when you said you haven't even seen a shot from the.
Hey,
I said I haven't seen a moving shot. I haven't seen like a.
Okay.
Yeah, I just got this shot.
So me throwing him under the bus, I just failed. Yeah. That's embarrassing.
Yeah.
You throw somebody under the
bus. Go ahead and say my bad. This is my bad Monday.
I didn't say a word. I didn't say nothing.
Don't kick me off the show. I like being here.
Yeah, Jay didn't say shit. You did.
No, because I don't want to give it away. I know if I start talking.
Jay duct tape himself.
Yeah, if I start talking, I'm gonna give it away. So I just don't want to say nothing.
Yeah, my thing is, the whole point of me bringing this up is when people talk about fatigue. When they talk about Marvel and where it's at right now is definitely in a solid place. And I think that with a lot of wins, say what you will, Fantastic Four narrative wise was a win. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. Fantastic Four narrative wise was a dope ass win.
And the other one, the one with
Thunderbolts. The Thunderbolts
too. Yeah.
It was a win. You know what I mean? It's
the
just
momentum is momentuming.
Yeah,
no doubt.
It is.
Well, the key is not to have a bad movie because Fantastic Four wasn't. Nobody that I know of, not a lot of people panned it. I think just a lot of people didn't go see it. And Thunderbolts is the same case. So I think it's different. So the question is, now that it's on Disney Plus, what are the numbers looking like? Because I've talked to people, not so much Fantastic Four, but I've talked to people who saw Thunderbolts on Disney. That's like, what is this? Who is this character? You know what I'm saying? And that's more important. It would have been cool. It making money validates it for us too, because we know how the business, especially us on the show, we know how this business works. You know what I'm saying? So there's a fear. It's like, if you don't go see this movie, does that mean you're not going to make more? Does that mean we're not going to get merch for those that collect figures? But in terms of Marvel has already proven that they know what to do with this stuff. You know what I'm saying? That movie not doing well isn't going to stop them from putting them characters and making these characters important in Doomsday in these movies coming up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still excited as long as it's a quality product, which I feel like those particular ones. And I love the Captain America movie. You know what I'm saying? But you can't deny that it was chopped up, pieced together. You know what I'm saying? Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four had a very, very clear vision, a very clear look.
Don't let Doomsday be a runaway. I'm be in the streets, butt ass naked. Not in my drawers, butt ass naked. I'm catching the charge. I told y'all niggas.
Yeah, I'm gonna pause that just in case.
Yeah, go ahead and do that.
If it means anything.
Anyway, here's to a great trailer. Hopefully, like I said, it can continue on with the film. I think the film's going to be super duper dope. Coming on, Doomsday coming on the heels of this particular trailer or this film. it says a lot. I mean, again, we're seeing we're a uphill trajectory when it comes to like Marvel content, and I'm definitely happy, that we're there. I just want them to continue with the momentum. I think that little retreat that they had like about a year ago, it worked. It helped out. You know what I mean? It definitely was productive for them. So,
I do want to say, because we'll talk about this next week. Go on now, go on. We're back.
Flames.
Woo! Come on now. We back. I gotta finish that one. I still got maybe a couple more chapters in there, but we back.
Better and better and better and better.
Yeah.
And I think they took some stuff that happened again. They keep doing this, but it's working out for them. But they're like taking something that happened a little further in the comics timeline and bringing it forward and giving it context so that it hits a little later. So like sometimes it's like as a reader, it throws you off because you're like, all right, I got my pacing. I know where I'm at. Okay. And then like they throw something, you're like, hold on, I don't remember that shit at all. Or sometimes you just forget. But like I like what they're doing there. It's really just kind of keeping me as somebody who knows a good chunk of the story so far on my toes as well, which doesn't really happen, especially in the like anime manga interpretation world. Usually it's either A to A or A B to C type thing. So
yeah, hell yeah. Can't wait, man. I cannot wait. But thank you guys definitely for being here, man. A great show. Definitely a great one, man. Jason, man, what you got going on besides Gator Meat, bro?
You are boy got jokes. Just trying to enjoy this week, man. I got a free week coming up again. I always have a free week coming up, but
you do, bro.
Yeah. This week I'm not gonna play Wednesday. No, yeah, Wednesday and Thursday. Cause I got something to do with my daughter at her school this week, so I'm not gonna have too much of a free week. But other than that, man, I'm just taking whatever God gives me.
No wrong with that, bro. Nothing wrong with that. Definitely nothing wrong with that, man. Appreciate it, man. Thank you for being here as always, brother.
Yes, sir.
Always appreciate it. Prop, man, what's going on with you, bro? You muted though.
Yeah, baby. Hold on, just stay muted. Yeah, baby.
You said nothing.
You said nothing.
He went off of me, bro.
It's the same old, bro. What was I told you? I was watching Street Hawk last week. This week,
bro, I gotta buy that DVD set. That was a set,
bro. Yo, your memory is beautiful though.
I had
a conversation with Jay the other day. Jay was saying, this episode and this happened. It was I finished it. It was like, this happened.
We used to
your memory's from the 80s or you seen it since then?
Yeah. No, I haven't seen it since then, bro. I gotta buy that box set, though. I gotta buy that box set.
It's nice, man. It had some behind the scenes talking to the actors. I was so pissed that it was canceled when it was over. Like, it was just way more, like, my memory, just knowing how old it was, I thought it was going to be corny and cheesy. Dude, bro, it didn't have Knight Rider money.
Nah.
But, bro.
But that's why I failed, because Buddy was trying to be too much like Michael Knight, dog. There's only one.
Yeah. And money was it. I looked it up. It was going against Dallas, so the ratings were low.
Oh, Dallas.
But it was the second show. It was the second highest rating show after Dallas. But what we talking about with the movies, it's the money.
Yeah,
we put a lot of money in it. We need you to be 18.
Yeah.
Good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But anyway, so that's it, man. Just catching up on shows. Like I said, Rocket Man, daughter doing her thing. I do got to hop on. I haven't done a Prop Wiz episode in probably a week and a half, almost 2 weeks ago. I done failed that whole consistency thing. So I think I'm going to use, it's a bunch of drops. I know we're going to be talking about it Wednesday, but I'll probably be doing some individual episodes on that just to get some content out there and kind of talk about some things and probably go deeper into it on Say What Wednesday, man. So yep, that's it, dude. Just putting the production hat on this week, man. So hopefully you guys check me out, man. And yo, dude, really that's it, man. Just stay great, man. Just dude, in a good headspace with family. friends. I'm including y'all as my friend, dog. This community is like we talk about the negativity of the community.
Yeah.
And I feel so blessed that I don't get that from here. You know what I'm saying? That's including the audience, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't go live a lot. If I go live random, because I go random times, early in the morning, bro, at least, 3 or 4 cats or more from this audience is going to be there early in the morning chopping it up, man. Or some cats just hop in just to say what's up, yo. So, dude, all the negativity out there, man. What a beautiful community to be part of, bro. So,
appreciate that, bro.
And I thank you guys for that, yo. Y'all a big part of that, man. So
appreciate that, brother.
Yeah.
Appreciate that always, man. Definitely appreciate it, man.
Yeah, I definitely saw your YouTube channel one day. I was like, and then I was like, Lael, man, go hit this nigga up. And then like a couple weeks later, you was on the show, and I was like, man,
that's it.
Yeah, bro.
Love that.
Hell yeah, bro.
Glad you here, bro.
Prop adds the content, bro. You already know. We come up with there's so many things we can come up with to talk about. Prop can fill that void, bro.
You came in and you had like about 4 or 5 insider jokes already ready to go. Yeah. We got praying mantis.
Yeah, he was just praying.
We got Spawn. Like, dog.
Yeah,
you got classics. Like, if somebody were to cut the stream,
classic runs, bro. Classic
it's runs. At least a 30-minute just compilation of just Prop's best moments on
propisms, bro. Just propisms, bro. That's just how it be, bro. It's how it be, bro. Appreciate that. Vinny, what's going on with you, bro?
I'm looking to catch up on some other shows I'm behind on. Me and they were just binged like 6 seasons of Peaky Blinders. Because they had a new movie drop this past weekend, and I was trying to get caught up on it. I still say Peaky Blinders is up in that echelon with the Breaking Bads and the Wires and the Sopranos. It's just one of the greatest shows of all time. I fucking love it.
That Mercy movie is good, bro. Check it out.
What's that?
Mercy.
Okay, I'll peep that too.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
But yeah, Cillian Murphy, like, what sucks is he's older now in this new in the new film, and it sucks because this motherfucker, like, I can't stop thinking about how cold he could have been as Doom. So hopefully maybe one day we'll get some person of that, because just the way he carries himself, the cerebral part of that character is just phenomenal. And I am also excited for, like, as Bloomer mentioned, new Invincible this week. Invincible started off really strong. I'm looking forward to new Invincible. First 3 eps are up. Please go check them out. And then Daredevil Born Again drops tomorrow. Kind of quietly. I really haven't heard much about it, and that's a good thing. So I've literally not even seen the still from that, except for like a couple ones that leaked when they were filming like season 1. So I'm excited for that.
Yeah, and you keep yourself insulated because I'm getting blasted over here.
I've been out the way, so I'm glad I haven't been bombarded with them, because it's hard to avoid shit like that. And then on top of that, I've been my new binge, comic reading binge is Green Lantern. So I'm like for real, like 2003, 2004, right around the Jeff Johns run with Ethan Van Sciver.
Jeff Johns, great run.
Yeah, so that's where I'm at. So I'm on like issue 25 of that run. So I got like another 20 years to go. So I'm having fun catching up on Green Lantern now, because I'm reading big binges and then scanning backboard, following them, and then just working my way through the alphabet. So like everything up to G will be all read and then filed away and just going through it. So, and Green Lantern was one of my longest like backlog to get through of comics that I'm like way behind on, obviously reading. So I plan like zoom through those hopefully by the end of the summer, because I don't have as much free time with back to work. But other than that, a lot of new art coming. I'll be dropping new stuff probably next few weeks, having a new drop every week hopefully. And that's about it, man. Good to be back here, man. It's been a fucking minute. That's why we're so off topic tonight, bro. We all missed this shit.
Yeah, we ain't been around each other.
I know, bro. It's been a whirlwind, but we're back, bro. Definitely, it's been a whirlwind, and I appreciate y'all brothers. Definitely, man. Uh, yeah, man. Bloomer, man, take us out, brother.
Of course, man. Always always begin because I mean it. It's always a pleasure and a blessing to be here with my brothers here on the panel and with you out there still rocking with us out there in the chat in the audience. Truly a pleasure and a blessing. And you guys know the rotation, of course. Monday, you're with us here with Comic Book Talk with Friends. So we hope we gave you guys some good entertainment and talking about some really interesting topics when it comes to these IPs that we love. And as well, you guys know Wednesday we'll be back at it with Say What Wednesday. We got a short deluge of drops last night, branded with the Mandalorian and Grogu. So please stay tuned to hear some of our thoughts on those releases on Wednesday. And of course, Figure Flex Friday. Still have the Winter KO tournament going on. So if you are watching or are watching on replay or you're still in the chat and you are participating in that, please make sure you get your submissions in if you haven't already. That will be the round 2 will end this week. So that will be the end of round 2. And we will be doing the voting process going into next week. So this will be the last week for album or music album recreations. Please make sure you get that in. And then also just on the creative tip, I have recently, a couple days ago, I released a collection tour. So you get to see what's all behind me in more better HD glory, and some other figures that are not on camera. So please go check that out and support your boy over here on YouTube. And also over on Instagram, I've got a few things just going on, a few pictures or images, some posts going up. Doing some more digital backgrounds where I'm just like got a monitor behind some of the figures and just trying to capture them in different lights. Just trying to push my photography skills to different plateaus, different levels, and just trying to get more out of it, the most I can out of it. So again, if you're not following me over on Instagram, please hook your brother up with a follow. But other than that, man, please make sure you're taking care of your loved ones, taking care of yourself as well. People are relying on you; they need you. Please make sure you're doing what you can to stay in the game, stay in the fight. Don't check out. We need you. We love you, and we will see you next time.
Next week.
Titties? Yeah, he was about to get me out. I had to say it. You know, he was about to. I saw the Oscar music. They had the Wrap It Up box.
Yeah, and then the Oscar music. He just went right back.
Yep. Yeah, I know that.
I mean,
who don't like sucking on some titties? But go ahead, Leo.
What he said.
Wrap it up.
Can't follow it up with nothing more than that, man. It's a blessing being here with my folks. It's a blessing being on the show, you know, and getting back to what we used to, what we love. You know, finding things that we can connect to that, you know, makes us extremely happy. So again, if it's not comics or collecting or just music in general, man, it's always a good space to be in. So I appreciate y'all. You know, everybody out there in the chat. We'll definitely be back here next week. Say What Wednesday, of course. We got Figure Flex Friday, of course. We got, you know, Collectors Lounge, everything that's going on with the corner. Definitely stay tuned. We got some good things coming, man. So we'll see you guys next week. Same time, same channel, man. Peace, love, and all that great stuff. We are out. Peace.